wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy pre-Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, sorta.
Mm-hmm.
Friday-like,
Yeah.
anyway.
Friday adjacent,
Yeah,
we'll call it.
we'll call it, Wednesday.
Let's
We
just call
combine
it.
the day and Friday.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, take the day part of Friday and the Wednesday part of Wednesday.
And we got
I like what you think.
happy day before Thanksgiving, everybody.
That's right.
Hope you all are having a wonderful day. For those of you enjoying the day off this morning, why are you listening to me? Why are you in bed sleeping?
Yeah, for real, honestly.
Why aren't you sleeping?
What you doing? What you
I
doing
know
is
what you're
wrong.
doing. You're like, I got to get turkey ready. I got to get the giblets ready. I got the taters ready. I got to get all this ready today.
So, yeah, I mean, there's preparation that needs to happen, but that can wait a few minutes.
Yes.
You stare at the back side, stare at the dark side of your eyelids for a few minutes. That's what I would do.
Well, I know preparation. We've had various plans.
Mm-hmm.
We started with preparation A.
We've already moved. Now we're all the way down to preparation H at this point.
That's where we're at now. Preparation H. That's plan H. That's where we're at.
I'm just curious, and this is kind of, I mean, who's open tomorrow? Like, as far as like restaurants go.
Oh, I bet Golden Corral's open.
That's what I was curious about. Is are they going to be open?
Bet they are.
Because I'm wondering if that's like a thing. Thanksgiving they are open. They're open 10:30 to 4:30. So if I'm just trying to think.
Because the rolls, in years past,
The rolls.
my wife would buy yeast rolls from them just for our
Thanksgiving. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's all the kids are going to eat anyways. That's like 3 memes I've seen. It's like, it's that time of year where we stand in the kitchen for 24 hours making a feast. Also, our kids can eat this, and it's just a roll.
Yeah. Well, my wife, and all legitimacy, that's her dessert at Golden Corral.
Dude,
like, they have a whole
they're so
dessert
good.
bar. She's like, no, I'll just eat the roll with the
honey butter.
With the honey butter, and she's good to go. I'm like, sweetie, you realize that roll is a vessel for more meat up there to be inserted in your gullet.
That's right. But I'm just thinking, if you're trying to keep things relatively minimal, this year, enjoy the most of your Thanksgiving by just not doing any of it and just taking the family to Golden Corral.
There you go.
Dip into the pockets. I mean, this is not not an ad, not a sponsor, but I'm saying it seems like the best option. Now, granted, you don't get leftovers.
This is a part that really is a hard pill to swallow.
But one would think anybody who has friends can probably get a hold of a plate of leftovers.
I'm sure. Yeah, but do you want to do that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh, very much so. I will do a tour of all my friends' houses to get just a plate here, a plate there. I'm pretty sure I know the ones that are like the good ones.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm gonna hit Misty's. I'm gonna hit up Tanya's.
You hear that, folks?
Yeah.
He's got a list. He's
And then-
coming to your house.
And then stop by Jazz's house for a quick dip into what they've got on the table. See
and
what's
he
happening.
comes with kids, so bring all kinds
That's
of
right.
food.
That's right.
That's why you had kids. Just so he
Extra
can go to
pockets.
people's houses.
Extra hands, and their hands are naturally sticky.
Yeah.
So pilfering things is sort
And
of.
he's trained to make real sad faces when he opens the door.
Dude, my kid's got street urchin down like whoa.
They're sitting there like, wow, they look really sad.
Here's what you do: you look down and then you look up.
Why
It's that doe eye.
Why do they look like the orphans from a Pink Floyd video?
My son is 3. He's always going to look a little homeless. He's always going to have like some semblance of smut on his face.
And he's got a cabbie hat on.
Yeah.
More poet, sir.
Tattered overalls. Patchwork right down here on the short.
Got a knapsack. We got a handkerchief off a stick hanging out.
Yeah, he does. He has a stick and bindle. Actually, I bought him the kit just last week. It's
nice.
Baby's first stick and bindle.
Is complete. Oh,
Comes with a blank sign. It's actually whiteboard, so you can kind of erase it and rewrite. Yeah,
technology. Update. Well, happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully all of you are starting your Thanksgiving plans. For those still working today, welcome to the party. We'll get through it together.
What's funny is a lot of my friends are doing and you've probably seen these on Facebook. They always start the exact same way. The post, it'll start like this. It's that time of year again. Time to get your orders in for pumpkin rolls, cheesecakes, pies, cookies. And a bunch of my friends are doing this. And then the panic sets in. I went over to my friend Misty's yesterday and was just looking at her like lineup. She's got like 2 cheesecakes in the oven. She'd already done a gluten-free pumpkin pie and pumpkin roll for somebody who's keto.
Okay.
She had 2 more pies to come, and then like 3 pies just for their Thanksgiving, like 3 pies they were gonna make. So
she's kind of a baker.
Well, yeah, it's by trade. It's what she does.
Yeah.
And a few of the people I know who are just kind of like the hobbyists, or they make their Christmas money, through the baking. It's a busy time. Boy, is it ever.
Yeah.
That kitchen it's not a fun place to be.
Does she make is that like a side gig for her? She makes desserts for people for money, obviously.
Yeah.
You pay her money. She gives you
She
desserts.
actually check this out. She'll actually like me talk about this. Mystical Creations, by the way, you can find her on Instagram. It's like food porn. It's awesome. But she's actually doing the cake for the anniversary of the Speedway.
Oh, cool.
The Roswell Speedway.
Nice.
Got a whole like.
Do you put a drag strip on the cake?
Well, she's got like a whole design. It's gonna have like the stands with fans, some checkered flags over here, and then like the actual track.
See, you can mess that cake up and just be like, oh, there's an accident. Sorry,
Yeah.
It's representing an accident.
Yeah, exactly.
A car accident right here. That's turn 4 right there.
Ooh, try that. That's raspberry puree that we used for the blood and guts.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd eat that. There's got to be a lot of chocolate in a dragway speed cake.
A lot of chocolate, a lot of
bigger because a lot of asphalty type or dirt. That's all chocolatey.
Yeah.
Dirt, asphalt. That's all chocolate-based colors.
And she's not crazy about using like the fondant stuff because fondant's just like cake cover. Nobody eats fondant.
Yeah, that's just so the Cake Boss and Ace of Cakes can make those extravagant cakes on television for us.
So
you ever watch their competitions?
They're great. Those are so fun.
They have it's a Duff versus Cake Boss, whatever his name is. I forget. He just, but apparently he had a bad car accident or something. Cake Boss, and his hands like majorly messed up.
Buddy,
thank you. Yeah. And so this last season that aired like over the summer or whenever they aired, right? It was like a post surgery, so his hand is kind of not.
Really? That's got to affect because he's an artist. I mean, that's got to affect every aspect of what he does.
Yeah, he's lucky. He's good to go and everything, but yeah, he's not quite his hand skills, so he has to, I think, rely a little bit more on his team to help do some of that stuff now.
Wow.
But he got in a real bad, I think it was a car accident. Don't quote me on it. Maybe it was a different, he got in an accident. Right. I don't know if it was a car or like a forklift accident or something. I don't know, but it was something he messed up his hand.
Man.
Yeah.
Doing like a delivery or something?
Yeah. But you know what? I don't think. Does he still do deliveries?
No, I'm sure he does. I'm sure. Buddy, of course, doesn't do those. He's probably driving his Rolls Royce around. Yeah. No, did you ever watch those like back in the day, like when they would do like the deliveries? And
a little bit, yeah.
It was always super dramatic. It was like we had to have a guy in the back to hold the cake. It's like
it's Keystone Cops the whole time.
Put a thing back there to hold the cake in place.
We've got all these designs in the world where we can make these amazing things. You'd think we'd have a vehicle with a package set up that can transport these cakes.
We are a
without
cake delivery service. One would think we would have a vessel with which to deliver cakes more efficiently.
Yeah. Every time it was literally like guys hanging off the truck, going, whoa, 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 ladders in and out. Yeah, it's like, what the heck?
They're taking turns, like
some guy with a plate glass comes walking through. It's literally like that.
Take a turn into a tunnel. It's just painted on the side of the
right. Wile E. Coyote's painting a tunnel. It's pretty much just like that.
There you go.
So.
That sums it up.
I haven't done rundown.
Oh, yeah.
We get this hour. We don't have it scheduled. I figure we just chit chat, shoot the breeze.
Nice.
Say how you doing.
Got a few fun Thanksgiving factoids to
be thankful for
hit
things.
you with.
Stuff like that. In the 8 o'clock hour, about 8:15, we're scheduled to have the folks from Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southeast New Mexico join us. I don't know if people are going to come today or not. It's kind of a holiday day. These are their normally scheduled things. If they come, awesome. If they don't, well, we'll catch them next time. But I know we'll recap. They had their Bowl for Kids' Sake at the Halloween thing here and all that, so we'll recap that and talk about what they got planned for the winter months here. Then in the 9 o'clock hour, about 9:15, we're scheduled to have the folks from American Legion Post 61 for their monthly visit. So if they drop by, we'll get a chance. They've been busy. They've been out getting turkeys and doing all kind of stuff here over the last couple of weeks here, getting folks out there and getting things to people that need it during the Thanksgiving holidays. So we'll chit-chat with them in the 9 o'clock hour.
Nice.
Plus, we'll have all of the features that we normally do, like the news and sports reports and all that good stuff, and whatever else we can come up with for today's show.
With the exception of Adam Sandler's turkey song, there's only one Thanksgiving song that I can think of that's a legitimate Thanksgiving song.
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
As soon as you say it, I'll probably know it. I can't think of it all.
Give you the artist.
Okay.
Arlo Guthrie.
It's like
Alice's Restaurant.
The from the TV show?
No. The song Alice's Restaurant
I don't know if I've
by Arlo Guthrie. It's an 18-minute, 45-second song, but it's known like all over the place as like the anthem.
I don't think I'm familiar with
of Thanksgiving. I'm just gonna play the first few bars because my phone's about to die. Actually, so
it's slipped my radar. I have not heard this before.
All right, so it's largely known as a Thanksgiving song. I want to play it, but it's 18 minutes long, so I don't know if I can pull it off playing it.
Put it on
It's a DJ Poop song, yeah. It's an Iron Butterfly.
Can you fast forward to part where they're singing?
It just breathes life.
Restaurant, it's about Alice.
Yeah, I've never heard this.
And the restaurant. But Alice's Restaurant is not the name of the restaurant.
Is it 18 minutes of this?
Just the name of the song.
Yeah.
And that's why I call the song Alice's Restaurant.
Sure, this isn't a...
He's now taking a full minute to explain why he called the song Alice's Restaurant. And I know this.
You
he knows.
can
I don't.
Anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant.
So I think of the show Alice from the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, my phone's gonna die. I gotta let go. But yeah, that's.
I've never heard that.
It's the only song, and okay, the only reason I know that is because I was in previous years I was told I have to program this song in. I'm like, okay, maybe once on Thanksgiving, but it's so silly to program in an 18.5-minute song.
Wow,
it really messes with an hour log.
Well, it sounds like he's just made it up as he went along here.
Kinda, yeah. You need anything you want.
I've had a lot of moonshine. Let's just sit here and start singing and see what comes up.
I'm just gonna keep strumming these three notes.
That's what that sounded like to me. I was like, hey, we just sat around a fire drinking liquids of various forms and shapes for the last several hours. Let's see what comes out of this magic.
Various flammable liquids may or may not have been consumed. That's not the point.
That's what that sounded like to me. But all right.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Enjoy.
All right. It is 18 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's take a look at that weather, which it's going to mess with you never mind. Here's the weather. It's going to be a little roller coaster.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Low 70s for our afternoon high today, cloudy and windy with a cold front moving through our area. Isolated showers overnight will drop into the mid-30s to low 40s, gusty wind, and then for Thanksgiving Day, maybe a shower or two. Partly cloudy and our high in the mid-50s. We're back to sunshine on Friday and cool with our highs near 60. That's your latest forecast. This is meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently, right at the 50-yard line, should have 50 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 46%. It's actually kind of nice out. When I was coming in, I have a T-shirt on. I didn't wear a coat. I was like, it's supposed to be like upper 60s. I'll be fine. It gets hot in the building. And, I got out of the car expecting to be a little chilled, and I was like, this is actually quite pleasantly brisk. I liked it. It felt good. felt good on the skin. But anyway, it is 50 here in Roswell. For today, partly cloudy, still relatively warm. Highs near 70 today with west winds 5 to 10 this morning. They're going to pick up 10 to 15 miles per hour this afternoon. Tonight, we are looking at a 20% chance at some showers. They're saying mainly after 11 p.m. tonight, mostly cloudy overnight. And our overnight low expected to reach 34 degrees. Winds will be out of the north, 10 to 15 miles per hour. With this rain and whatnot that we might get tonight, that's bringing cooler temperatures for your Thanksgiving Day. Partly cloudy tomorrow, high of only 53. So we're going to see about a 15 to 20 degree drop in temperature overnight here. North winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour tomorrow. Tomorrow night, mostly clear skies, overnight low of 27, so it's going to be a chilly one. West winds at around 5 miles per hour for your Black Friday. Sunny skies, highs back into the mid-60s, 64 on Friday with south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday night, partly cloudy, warmer, overnight low of 37, so about 10 degrees warmer from Thursday night to Friday night. And then looking at your weekend, mostly sunny Saturday, highs near 68 expected. And then for Sunday, sunny skies, highs right around 63. And looks like we'll be floating in the upper 60s when you head back to work for next week there. All right, it is 21 minutes after 7 o'clock, and there is a new inventory alert to tell you about. The fine folks at Richland Chevrolet, Cadillac, and GMC on West 2nd, they have just received new inventory of brand new 2021s and 2022s, including a 2022 Cadillac XT6. It's in crystal white tri-coat. Yeah, it's a 22 jobber. Also a 2022 2500 custom double cab, a Chevy 2500 custom double cab, and a 2022 GMC 1500 Denali. It's in cayenne red. They also got a 2021 GMC 1500 Elevation Edition. That's in satin steel metallic, and another 2021 GMC 1500 Elevation Edition. That vehicle's a double cab, and it's in dark sky metallic. So that's just some of the brand new inventory available to you at Richland. Swing on by and go see the folks at Richland for your next vehicle. Ride for the brand. Richland, Chevy, Cadillac, and GMC on West 2nd, or you can even visit them online at rlchevrolet.com. Again, that's rlchevrolet.com. All right, 7:22. We're going to pause for some commercials so I can pay for my turkey and giblets, and then we'll be back. We'll chit-chat some more on the other side. Don't go away.
Looking for big Black Friday deals? Come to Decor Furniture and Electronics. Decor is all in for Black Friday, offering big discounts in every department. Save on a huge selection of TVs and sound systems, all with Black Friday discounts. Decor has special savings on living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture, recliners, love seats, sectionals, and even Black Friday discounts on a huge selection of mattresses. Be sure to ask about no interest financing until January of 2023. Check them out on Facebook. The Black Friday sale at Decor, 815 West Mermont.
OMED Spa in Roswell is an oasis from the everyday, a relaxing place to escape, featuring the latest in skin and facial treatments, including hydrofacial, IV vitamin replacement therapy, massages, Botox, Dermafrac, and more, including the most advanced platelet-rich plasma treatment in the region. At OMED Spa, your health and wellness are a top priority and is adding new and exciting treatments every day. Find out more. Call OMED Spa to make an appointment today, 575-363-3687, or stop by the corner of Country Club in Washington and Roswell. OMED Spa, an oasis from the everyday.
Make it a November to remember at Roswell Honda. They've knocked the absolute stuffing out of the prices across the lot, so you'll save a gravy boatload. Like a 2015 Nissan Rogue for just $209 a month, a 2012 Civic for just $164 a month, or a 2012 Dodge Caravan for just $109 a month. Get a free turkey and a 12-pack of Pepsi just for stopping by, a pumpkin pie with a qualified test drive, and a $25 Albertsons gift card with a purchase. And register to win a $400 Visa shopping spree. November to remember, on now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Mays Lumber has all the hard-to-find hardwood you've been looking for. Oak, cherry, walnut, poplar, and maple. Plus, hard-to-find exotic woods like purple heart, zebra wood, ambrosia maple, black limba, and bloodwood. Perfect for that one-of-a-kind gift piece or table. Get ready with Formica and Wilson Art countertops in 12-footer custom length with installation available. Make it happen at Mays Lumber, 115 South Virginia in Roswell, serving southeastern New Mexico and beyond since 1934.
Gear up for Black Friday at LGS Guns & Ammo. Southeastern New Mexico's authority for guns and ammo is having a massive store-wide sale. Take 10% off the already low prices throughout the store and 15% off Liberty safes. Plus, get 1,000-round cases of 5.56 and 2.23, normally $700. Black Friday price at only $5.50 a case. And when you spend $200 or more, get a free stainless steel Sarge's Growler while they last. The Black Friday sale at LGS Guns & Ammo. Southeastern New Mexico's authority for guns and ammo in Hobbs or Roswell and at lgsguns.com.
Times are changing, and today's funerals aren't always the sad and solemn events you might expect. This is Gabriel Casaus from Lagrone Funeral Chapel. Along with hymns and scriptures, today's funeral services are often filled with fish stories, country songs, and a joke or two, golf clubs and hot rods, favorite recipes, and kitchen disasters. At Lagrone Funeral Chapel, we believe a funeral should reflect your loved one's personality, passion, and sense of humor. When you lose a loved one, we're here, because at Lagrone Funeral Chapel and Crematory, we make it personal.
900 South Main, Roswell.
Being in the Army National Guard is about more than just serving your country. It's about being there for your community when your neighbors need you most. The Army National Guard makes college affordable. Serving part-time lets you attend school full-time while you take advantage of education benefits that can help you graduate debt-free. If a civilian career is your goal, serving part-time allows you to work at a full-time job. The skills, qualities, and contacts you'll develop in the Guard can open doors to a great civilian career. Want to serve but worried about being away from friends and family? Part-time service in the Army National Guard allows you to serve close to home. Serving in the Army National Guard lets you have the life you want while you enjoy the many benefits of serving your community and nation. You owe it to yourself to learn more about how the Army National Guard can fit into your life. Visit nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The Goodyear Rubber Company researched and concluded that shoes wear out faster on the right foot than on the left. To fix this, just walk backwards for half the day. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 27 minutes after 7 o'clock. I'll share a few of these with you because some of them are very good. Some should be common sense here. But the Roswell Police Department, of course, with the holidays here, the city, Roswell Police, all like to issue, being safe for the holidays and things like that. But just a couple reminders. Like I said, some of these are pretty obvious, and you're like, well, why do you have to tell me that? Duh, but people do this every time. So you're kind of, of course, with people shopping a lot Friday, with Black Friday and everything coming, it is the season for your pirate stealer, package stealers.
Porch pirates?
Yeah, but not even so much porch pirates then. It's the car pirates. And so basically what my advice for folks, if you're going to go out Black Friday or anytime during the holiday season and you're out going your Christmas shopping and stuff, when you buy your Christmas gifts and stuff, put them in the trunk, or if you're in an SUV or put them in something secure in the back that it's not visible when you just look in the vehicle, because most of the burglaries / little robberies that happen at like mall parking lots and places like that during the holidays, they're all crimes of convenience. If you lock your doors, if you hide, don't keep stuff in plain sight. Keep it out of sight. Keep it in your glove boxes. Keep it in your trunks. Keep it, cover that up with things. So, that way they're going to look and think, oh, there's not much there. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. For me. So you're going to save your bacon a lot of times just by making it harder for people to do it. Same thing with your house. When you got if you've got bushes and things all by the windows and stuff, those are great hiding spots. So make those places more visibly clear so there's less hiding spaces. I know you want to landscape and look pretty and all that, but you got to find a way to do both. Kind of work on. So I know that's not really a holiday thing. That's an anytime thing. But but definitely during the holidays, that's the biggest one I can tell people is don't leave your stuff just out like that, because it's, be honest, that's how it's what they do, and locking cars is key, because what these folks do, I've seen them do it. They'll just walk down car to car and just doorknobs.
Oh, yeah.
And if one opens, then score. And then they're going to steal your change or whatever else is in there that's easy to get out.
Exactly.
And quick to get. And it's just this is the season where this happens more. So be on guard for that a little bit.
There's one other quick pro tip.
Mm-hmm.
Have kids. See, because then everything you own is covered in a thin layer of like either chocolate or candy, and nobody wants to touch it. Yeah. It's all gritty and stuff.
That's protected by 8 inches of Cheerios and maple syrup.
That's right. Peanut butter smeared into it for no logical reason.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, if you're going to be traveling, which a lot of folks are here, lock your doors. If you're going to be gone for an extended period of time, get your mail shut off. Tell a neighbor. Tell your neighbors, the ones you obviously are
the ones you trust.
Yeah, and just have them, keep an eye out for activity. If you're seeing, if people are stopping by that should have no business being at your house, keeping a lookout for that kind of stuff. And another one and a lot of people, myself included, make this mistake. Watch what you put on your social media about your plans and things.
It's something I never even thought about until it was pointed out. It's like I had somebody say, I don't post pictures of my trip until I get back.
Yeah.
It's like, I never thought about that. That's brilliant. Absolutely.
Yeah, because you're really just telling everybody, hey, everybody, there's no one in my house. Come clean me out.
Come on over.
Yeah, and you know what? Odds are pretty good that nothing's going to happen to you like that. But I'd hate for something that could be easily avoided.
An ounce of prevention, as they say.
So maybe think twice about it. And I'm just as guilty as everybody else on that one. I do it and I'm like, oh yeah, that was probably a bad idea. But here I sit.
But that's okay, because some of us make a career out of being dumb.
Yep. So and then of course if you're going to be frying turkeys, I've already seen the firefighter videos and everything. Yeah, I heard a tip yesterday. My wife said that's a smart idea.
What's that?
Like if you've never fried turkeys before, or even if you have, get your pot, buy your turkey, do a test run with water. And what I mean by that is put water in your pot, put the turkey in it, see when the turkey's in there in the water exactly how high the level is, and then if the water shoots up over it, then you got to go lower.
Well, there's an internal level.
But
on the pot.
Yeah, but to guarantee it, so you know the exact put the bird you're going to put in there the hours before you do it,
right?
And fill with water first, and make sure that way the level's right, so you don't accidentally put too much oil. So find the right level that you need to put in there with water, and then empty it out, and then replace it with the oil, and do your thing. But that way, and of course, make sure the bird's completely thawed. That's the other.
Absolutely. Dry it off.
Yeah, and dry it off. Exactly. Otherwise, you ever hear the term oil and water don't mix?
Yeah.
Yeah, nor does heat when you add that.
Turns out, no. Not so much.
So
the best one I've seen so far is it starts out with the guy putting the turkey in. It's like the firefighter's demo or whatever. Puts the turkey in, the oil goes over, bubbles over, and the fire erupts, and it gets so bright to where you can't see anything, and then there's just smoke. And out of the smoke, you see Edge, WWE superstar Edge, making his entrance. It's just kind of a cool transition, but it was just
the fried turkey.
Yeah. If you mess up too much, you get WWE superstar Edge. So you got to be careful here. It really is a lot of little finesse you got to put in there.
One of these days, I'm going to do it. I want to buy me one of those things and do it because
I'm dying to try it.
I want to eat more fried turkey
just for the story,
and people just aren't willing to give it to me. So I'm going to have to do it myself. Your phone die?
No, I just knocked over Sonny's.
Oh.
And Tanner's out of town.
That's been all week. People have been knocking over Sonny's.
Well, they need to be moved back a bit because this is sort of like, in a bit of a range of
now,
motion.
You have
here.
trouble setting these up. Let me see the Sonny's. How hard is it to set these up?
All right. Good luck to you. It really is a matter of balance. You have to find. This actually was a trend online where people were balancing things that have no business being balanced. Shut up.
How hard
Shut
is that?
up. Shut up.
How hard is that?
The key is doing it with his arm up.
Oh, arm up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Try
Now let's see Wonder Boy work. This is a riveting radio, by the way. All right. I'm just not. Look, I have a very steady hand. I don't know what the problem is. I can't imagine. This is why I never became a surgeon.
Get a shot of this right there.
Zoom in on that. It always goes down. Oh, you messed it up.
I did.
That's okay. You can rebuild it. You have the technology.
I do.
And very steady hands, might I add.
I am. Look at that.
So are you familiar at all with the Urban Dictionary name game?
I'm familiar with the Urban Dictionary. Not familiar with a name game associated
So
with it.
basically, this is something that's been trending online. You go to Urban Dictionary, which is both the best and the worst of the internet. You find out so many interesting things.
And then so many things you wish you didn't know.
And you basically just type in your name, and it tells you the Urban Dictionary definition of your name.
Okay.
A lot of times it's actually because this is a crowdsourced page. A lot of times, people will just add entries, and they're usually pretty nice.
Okay.
And I read yours this morning, and pretty good. I'll get to it in
it's a
second.
nice one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Sean seemed shy at first, but they'll turn out to be some of the smartest, nicest, most amazing guys you'll ever meet. They've got their own problems, but still put their friends first. Maybe the only bad thing about them is that they can be too selfless, letting themselves get walked over. That was Sean. Let me get to Mike here.
Actually, I'm not saying you get walked over, but I'm saying
it's not wrong.
There's some, that's not exact, but you're in the neighborhood.
Mike is a person who is caring, loving, protective, kind, stubborn, hard-headed, a good listener, and hilarious. He can make you laugh and make you want to smack him all at once. He's good in bed. Hang on.
Ooh.
Ladies, or Kim. And I have to be careful at Kim. Right. And tends to be on the wild side most days. He's an amazing best friend who would put up with even a crazy person if he considered her or him a friend. He's someone who will be with you through the good, the bad, and the blah. And he always will be that one person who you can turn to when you have a problem.
Wow.
There you go. Thought you need to hear this.
That's nice.
I will say this.
I would agree with the stubborn and the make you laugh and make you want to punch me at the same. I could do all those things. I'm very adept at that.
Yeah, hard-headed for sure.
I'd like to consider myself a good friend. I don't know about yet. I'd have to let others judge me on those other ones.
I typed in Gene just because I was curious. Apparently, our boss has a pretty mighty keister. It's referenced.
All right.
He's a tall, sexy beast with a firm butt and very broad shoulders. He looks so good from behind that you'd agree to a date without having seen his face.
Wow.
He picks you up for lunch. He's confident, chatty, intelligent. He makes you laugh. He eats like a horse, can confirm, even from other people's plates, can confirm. He's a doggone superpower because he's so tall and thin. As time goes on, it's revealed he's not just brilliant at math, science, and business. He can also fix anything. How is he real?
So he's skinny with a big butt?
Yep, apparently. Got that. He's dragging a wagon.
And he likes to eat.
Yep.
Steal your food.
Got that juicy booty. Roy is an amazing, loving, kind, full guy. It just says full guy. I guess you're full.
Full of life? Full of crap? What are we talking about here?
Kind, full guy. I guess the all-around guy.
All right.
He is protective when it comes to those he loves, and especially to his partner. He's a kind, intelligent, lovable guy. Sometimes feels guilty for things that aren't his fault. At times he is sensitive and shy, but that only happens when he's uncomfortable.
All right, do my wife, Kimberly.
Phrasing.
What is that?
You want your own mic?
It's the Urban Dictionary name game.
Yeah, turn it.
You type in your name into Urban Dictionary, it tells you a definition of your name. No, if you're ever been to Urban Dictionary, it's like you can go and type in I'm not saying you should do this, but type in the Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln.
No, the Abraham Lincoln. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with that one. That's not to be confused with the Harambe. It's a different thing entirely. But Kim is a really nice girl. She's shy at first, but when you get to know her, she's mad. Not just afraid to make new. When you get to know her, she is mad. I'm guessing this is
crazy
British,
mad,
British mad.
Oh.
Yeah,
like Mad Hatter mad.
Maybe. She's not afraid to make new friends. She's really nice to talk to and is really funny. She's a legend. She loves chocolate and loves listening to music. Kim is upsets with the one. Wow, this is worded weirdly. Kim is upsets with that one boy. She is so nice. She has an unreal figure. She has brunette hair and it's long. She loves to text. She hates when people don't text back. She has many friends. She is so cool and amazingly perfect. She loves that one boy and she loves her bed. I'm going to assume that was written by a 13-year-old girl.
You know what though? There's not. I can.
Yeah.
Also, it's not
inject some things that I heard there that would easily.
Right.
So it's not randomly generated.
No, it's what happens because the Urban Dictionary's been around for so long. People just go on and type their own definitions for things.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and a lot of times it's used for, and I'm trying to put this family friendly. It's, you used to look up different, like, obscure adult time fun positions.
Yes.
Where
you hear a reference and you're like,
Yeah.
what does that mean?
A lot of stand-up comics have used that, where they'll break out the Urban Dictionary terms.
But interesting. You know what? For a quirky little fun thing,
there's so many I want to say right now.
There is some. I feel like some truths in there.
I was going through. I'm like, did we all just write our own individual ones? Because
of course, I got a feeling the way those are done, and in general, like horoscopes, for instance, I got a feeling they're written so that we all relate to them in some. Like
Right.
you just every single one of us listen like, okay, I couldn't relate to that because they're so.
What's funny is
and
that's-
everyone likes to think certain things of themselves anyway. You know what I mean? I would think most people don't think completely bad of themselves, and they kind of have a grasp on what they think they're good at and what they know they're good at. And so, if there's anything that remotely sounds anything like that, they're going to latch on to it.
I'm that. That's me.
Yeah.
That's so me.
Yeah. But after saying that, I could see myself in the one you talk about, me, my wife, and even you with that. I was like, yeah, that's.
What's funny is that's not the definition. That's actually not the one I got originally. Because when I went and did it this morning, it was along the same lines. But yeah, it says he cares about you more than anything, and if you get lucky enough to get him as a boyfriend, he'll protect you. He'll buy you gifts and spend as much time as he possibly can with you. He'll love you unconditionally and will give you the best cuddles of your life. He's had it rough, but that's what makes him unique. He's rough around the edges, but if he trusts you, you're someone special, and you'll see that you'll see the person he is underneath. So just kind of like the same general stuff, but this one was actually more accurate.
That one sounds more like you work on the Yellowstone Ranch. Rough around the edges.
Rough around the edges.
Hard as kind as gold.
Well, you have to understand, I drive a Ford F-150, so I know from a hard scrabble life.
Hard on the inside, but soft and American on the outside.
You ever get beat with a wet noodle because your girlfriend has a twin sister, so you got confused and took her dad on a date? That's what it feels like to drive a Ford F-150.
Oh,
I'm
man.
getting that up for radio quite nicely. I'm actually proud of myself.
All right, it is 7:42. Let's go ahead and pause for some news of the local variety. We'll also get you into your Kim Commando update and weather here. So don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. A Roswell man arrested late Thursday night and charged with the murder of another man in a shooting that happened in Thursday's early morning hours in the southern part of the city. The shooting took place in the 300 block of East Bonnie Street at a home where 44-year-old Tony Nacho Gonzalez was living. Gonzalez is charged with shooting 29-year-old Jose Diaz once in the stomach. Diaz had been at his girlfriend's house nearby when he walked to Gonzalez's house. The two men had also been together earlier that day. Authorities said the pilot who died in a small plane crash last week outside Carlsbad was a 27-year-old man from Texas. New Mexico State Police were quoted Monday by the Carlsbad Current-Argus saying that Michael Kozlovsky of Burnett, Texas, was the pilot of the Cessna that went down before noon Friday into a communications tower that then caught fire east of Carlsbad. First responders found Kozlovsky's body at the scene. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo reporting.
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving Day and holiday shopping goes full throttle. And even though we're dealing with product shortages and supply chain issues, there are still some deals. I'm Kim Commando, brought to you by GoodRx. Even with insurance, you could be overpaying. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, go to goodrx.com/Kim. If any streaming devices are on Santa's list, at Target, Lowe's, Amazon, and Best Buy, Amazon's Fire TV Stick 4K is on sale for only $24.99. You get Dolby Vision HDR, or control it using your voice or even with Alexa devices, such as the Echo and Dot. Meanwhile, Best Buy is selling the Roku Streaming Stick Plus with a headphone jack and voice control for $39.99. This one's made just for Best Buy, so it's hard to price match it. And one more. Amazon's Echo Show 8 with voice commands, touchscreen video calls, and a smart speaker, normally $110, just $60 at Amazon, Best Buy, and Kohl's. Need more tech gift ideas? Just visit me at commando.com. If you ever wanted to make your home feel safer, there's no better time than now. This week, my friends at Simply Safe are giving my listeners 40% off their award-winning home security. I love Simply Safe because it has everything you need to make your home safe. Indoor and outdoor cameras, comprehensive sensors, all monitored around the clock by trained professionals who send help the instant you need it. Simply Safe was even named the best home security system of 2021 by U.S. News & World Report. You can easily customize the system for your home online in minutes. These are Simply Safe's biggest discounts of the year. Get a complete home security system starting at over just $100 with no long-term contracts or commitments. Take advantage of Simply Safe's early Black Friday deals and get 50% off your new home security system by visiting simplysafekim.com. Again, that's simplysafekim.com for 50% off your home security system. That's simplysafekim.com.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Linen can absorb up to 20 times its weight in moisture before it feels damp. Now, you don't have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom anymore. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning, 7:45. Let's take a look at that weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Low 70s for our afternoon high today, cloudy and windy with a cold front moving through our area. Isolated showers overnight will drop into the mid-30s to low 40s, gusty wind, and then for Thanksgiving Day, maybe a shower or two. Partly cloudy and our high in the mid-50s. We're back to sunshine on Friday and cool with our highs near 60. That's your latest forecast. This is meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 50 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 46%. Winds calm at the moment. Partly cloudy today. Warm. Highs once again right around 70 today. Winds will be out of the west 5 to 10 miles per hour this morning. Might pick up a little bit 10 to 15 for this afternoon. Tonight there is a chance at showers. A 20% chance at some rain here, mainly after 11 p.m. tonight. Mostly cloudy otherwise with an overnight low of 34 degrees. Winds will be out of the north. 10 to 15 miles per hour. For you Thanksgiving Day, partly cloudy skies and cooler. Highs only expected to be in the low 50s, 53 officially for a high tomorrow with north winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, mostly clear. Going to be chilly. Overnight low of 27 degrees. Winds will be out of the north at around 5 miles per hour. Friday, your Black Friday, when you get up early, going to be chilly. With the overnight low of 27. Bundle up if you're getting up at dark 30 to go shopping. But for the day on Friday, much more pleasant. Sunny skies, highs in the mid-60s, 64 officially with south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday night, partly cloudy, a little warmer overnight at least, 37 for an overnight low. It's much better than 27 from the previous night. And then looking at your weekend, pretty pleasant, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 60s, 68 officially on Saturday. Sunday, mostly sunny, highs expected around 63 degrees. And looks like we'll be in the upper 60s when you head back to work and school on Monday and Tuesday of next week. All right, it is 7:47. Let's go ahead and get you into your Chavez County Sports Report. That's brought to you by DSI. And then after that, your Town Hall Business Update quick break. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Welcome to DSI, New Mexico's business technology leader. We help you digitally transform your business to do more, faster, and more secure. Selecting DSI gives you access to the world's best technologies, award-winning local technicians, and our commitment to the New Mexico communities we serve. One local source for all your technology products, services, and the personalized support you can only get from DSI.
It's time for the Chavez County Sports Report. It was the Lid Lifter, the season opener last night for the Goddard Lady Rockets in girls basketball. Goddard took the trip to Anthony to take on Gadsden, and it was a tough ride home as Goddard lost that game 52-48, giving up the lead in the fourth quarter. The Lady Rockets will try to rebound at Clovis next Tuesday. Now, by that time, some other teams will have seen some action. In fact, this very same night, next Tuesday, Roswell will be taking on Santa Teresa for the Roswell girls season opener. And also the Roswell boys coming up this Friday will have, they are scheduled to play their season opener at Mayfield. That starts at 5 o'clock. The Goddard boys, that's a couple weeks away for their beginning game of the season. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. CVS, Walgreens, and Walmart pharmacies recklessly distributed massive amounts of pain pills in 2 Ohio counties. A federal jury said Tuesday in a verdict that could set the tone for U.S. city and county governments that want to hold pharmacies accountable for their roles in the opioid crisis. Faced with the rising cost of goods and freight, discount retail chain Dollar Tree said Tuesday it will be raising its prices to $1.25 for the majority of its products. Dollar Tree said the reason was not due to short-term or transitory market conditions and said the price increases were permanent. On Wall Street, the Dow up 194 points to 35,813. The Nasdaq down 79 to 15,775. And the S&P 500 gained 7 points to 4,690. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
This is another commercial from your friends at Roswell Ford, so you're probably expecting to hear about all the great deals here at the Tailgate Nation. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. First, we want to talk about buying a car from you. Roswell Ford is looking for gently used, late-model cars and trucks, and if you have one, we're prepared to pay top dollar for it, even if you're not ready to buy anything from us. Just bring it in and see how much it's worth. You'll probably be surprised. And if you are looking to trade up, Roswell Ford has 27 trucks, 30 SUVs, 22 cars, the largest pre-owned selection in southeastern New Mexico, like a Jeep Cherokee for just $10,900, a Ford Escape for just $11,900, and a Jeep Patriot for only $16,400, a Ford F-150 Super Crew XLT, just $19,900. And Roswell Ford backs each one with a 3-day money-back guarantee, so you won't be second-guessing yourself. Buying or selling, you can't go wrong when you're doing business with the Tailgate Nation. Roswell Ford.
Coming to the Liberty on Sunday, December 12th. Don't miss an evening with John Anderson.
Don't ask her on a straight tequila night. Blow, blow, Seminole wind.
With special guest Josh Greider.
A one-night taco stand.
Tickets are on sale now. Get yours before they're gone. For information on how you can become a bona fide member, visit thelibertyinc.com. Don't miss an evening with John Anderson and Josh Greider. Sunday, December 12th, beginning at 6 p.m. at the Liberty.
OMED Spa in Roswell is an oasis from the everyday, a relaxing place to escape, featuring the latest in skin and facial treatments, including hydrofacial, IV vitamin replacement therapy, massages, Botox, Dermafrac, and more, including the most advanced platelet-rich plasma treatment in the region. At OMED Spa, your health and wellness are a top priority and is adding new and exciting treatments every day. Find out more. Call OMED Spa to make an appointment today, 575-363-3687, or stop by the corner of Country Club in Washington and Roswell. OMED Spa, an oasis from the everyday. Move on over to the Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop in downtown Roswell. The Cow is stocked with fabrics and everything you need, and the Calico Cow is your destination for brand new Brother sewing machines. Find out more and shop online at roswellquilting.com or move on over to the Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop in downtown Roswell. Want to know how? Come see the cow.
The City of Roswell invites you to gear up for fun at the annual Reindeer Run, Saturday, December 18th, beginning at the Roswell Adult Center. It's a 5K or 2-mile fun run with proceeds to benefit the Roswell Adult Center. The run might be chilly, but the race will be hot. Are you light on your toes like a reindeer? Get ready to find out. Sign up today and get more info at roswellconnect.com. Reindeer Run 2021, Saturday, December 18th, 9 a.m. at the Roswell Adult Center, 807 North Missouri. See you there.
For over 40 years, Sierra Blanca Motors here in Roswell have been providing locals with quality vehicles and are committed to providing you quality vehicles and service for many years to come. No sales gimmicks, no inflated pricing, just a quality pre-owned vehicle listed at retail pricing or less. Have a used vehicle to sell? Get top trade-in value or an amazing cash offer today. Let Danny or Jose provide you a great car buying experience. Call 575-622-7907. Or stop by Sierra Blanca Motors at 720 South Main Street in Roswell. Se habla español.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. 1 in 3 snake bite victims is drunk. 1 in 5 is tattooed. Hold my beer and check this out. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 7:54. Stay tuned next hour. We're scheduled to have the folks, Big Brothers Big Sisters. We'll see if they pop by and join us on this kind of, not officially holiday, but holiday Wednesday, pretty much here. We'll see if they make it by. If they do, great. Not, well, I might replay an interview or something. We'll figure that out. I did have, during the break, I just perused Facebook, and I saw a post that my mother-in-law put up. Actually, it was yesterday. I just didn't see it till this morning. But my sister has got her first job. I feel so old. I know people are like, what do you mean? Isn't your sister probably an adult? No, I've had this. I have my brother, my father and my mother, they got divorced back in 03. No. Oh, yeah, like 02, 03 time frame. 01, maybe. No. It was shortly after I got married, about a year after I got married, so maybe 02. But anyway, and my father remarried. Now they both passed on, but my father remarried, and I had 2 daughters, and the oldest of the 2 is in high school. She's 15 here and has her first little after-school job. And matter of fact, she's already been taken out driving and all of that stuff. And I'm like, man, you were just like a baby like a week ago, and now has her first summer job and is about to drive. And then I got Callie, my youngest sister, who she's, again, I would think of her as like a toddler baby, and now she's in the ends parts of elementary, going to middle school, and she's starting to turn into a young lady now too. It's just, man. But yeah, so yeah, she got a job. She's her first job is one of the local restaurants there near her there in Maryland. She's officially expediter dishwasher. So I think she busts tables. And is that fancy term for expediter? Is a bust tables? I'm guessing. I don't know. They just called them people that bust tables when I did it back when I was 16 or whatever. But maybe it's called expediter now. But anyway, she's doing that. So my sage advice online was congratulations. Don't spit in the food. I figured, first job, you might want to tell her these. She's smart. She's smarter than I am. She'll figure it out. But that's the part that scares me about my sister. I mean, I love them to death and everything, but she's always been Liz, my oldest of the young siblings. She's like I would talk with her, and like when she was in 5th grade and having conversations that I'm like, this is like not like the like it was gross conversation. It was just it was very adult, topics and very mature sounding. And she was speaking like a kid, but I mean, her thoughts and things were very mature for someone in 5th grade. And I was like, when I was in 5th grade, I was just thinking about what's the best flavor bubble gum. I didn't care about anything else. I'm back in those days. I'm like, yeah, the Snickers bar's fine, but I want the king size. How do we get our hands on? That's the things I was more concerned about in 5th grade. But she's much more articulate and savvy than I am. And then part of it too is, and that might be just kids in general. And this is where I'm a little out of touch on that because I don't have kids of my own, but raising a kid nowadays is way different than when, people my age were kids. And I mean, the principles are the same, but just the access to everything, growing up, we had to search for things, and now everything's at your fingertips, which is good and bad, which is good because if you really need information or really want to access and learn things, it's right there. But if you want to go down the nefarious world and things that you try to protect your kids from, it's a lot harder to do that in this day and age. So it's I would imagine she's smart and everything, and I give that to her on her own. But I gotta imagine kids are probably a little more savvy, or I don't know if that's not even the right word. More aware, I guess, of things because it's just everywhere now. So I don't know, but I just had one of those moments. I'm sitting there watching, and I'm like, oh man, I'm getting old. She's looking more and more like, thank goodness, her mother instead of her father. That's a shot at my dad. I'm just making a joke, but yeah, she looks starting to look like. I saw the picture. I just had. We're gonna see him at Christmas too. I talked to him on the phone stuff, but I don't get to see him that very often, and so. Every time I see him, it's like a whole new adventure. I'm like, are you sure you're the same person? You look like an adult now. But anyway. All right, closing in on 8 o'clock, time for some town hall news. And then we'll be back on the other side of that news. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Hugh Hewitt is now in Roswell on 106.5 FM KEND Roswell.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. The U.S. economy continues to recover from the ravages of the pandemic. Weekly unemployment applications plunging to their lowest level in more than 50 years.
Jobless claims dropped by 71,000 to 199,000, the lowest since mid-November of 1969. The drop was much bigger than economists expected. The 4-week average of claims also dropped by 21,000 to just over 252,000. It was the lowest since mid-March 2020 when the pandemic slammed the economy.
That's correspondent Jeremy House. And the U.S. economy did grow in the third quarter, but at a disappointing 2.1% annual rate. The weak performance reflects a big slowdown in consumer spending, although economists are banking on a big recovery in the current quarter to round out the year. President Biden among tens of millions of Americans traveling for Thanksgiving, heading to an island off the coast of Massachusetts.
Since the mid-1970s, Mr. Biden has celebrated Thanksgiving on Nantucket nearly every year. He and his family are resuming the decades-long tradition that was interrupted last year because of the pandemic. Earlier this month, the president was looking forward to the holiday get-together, saying, "Our tables and our hearts are going to be filled thanks to the vaccines." On Monday, he and the First Lady helped serve Thanksgiving meals to U.S. troops at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Greg Clugston, Washington.
Hoping to ease our pain at the gas pump, the president freeing up 50 million barrels of oil stored in the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. The Energy Information Administration says Americans use about 20 million barrels per day, so this amounts to roughly 2.5 days of added supply. Some GOP lawmakers call it a Band-Aid, insisting it will not do much. Watching Wall Street, the Dow down 117 points. NASDAQ off 17. The S&P is lower as well. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Why are cash-out refinances such a big deal right now? Uncle Ryan tries to teach me something.
I really feel like right now might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I've been doing this for 18 years now, and I've just never seen a market where the rates are so low and values across the country have skyrocketed as much as they have. That combination, I remember one couple in particular, they were looking to do some home improvements at the house, but they were worried about their payments going up. Well, with rates being so low and them building up so much equity in the home over the last few years, we were able to get them the cash out for those home improvements, and their payments actually went down a little bit. Every single situation is different, but it does happen more often than you think. So it definitely does not hurt to call.
We are United Faith Mortgage.
United Faith Mortgage is a DBA of United Mortgage Corp. 25 Middle Park Road, Melville, New York. Licensed mortgage banker. For all licensing information, go to NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Corporate NMLS number 1330. Equal housing lender. Licensed in Alaska, Hawaii, Georgia, Massachusetts, North Dakota, South Dakota, or Utah.
Balkan neighbors mourn victims of a bus fire in Bulgaria.
Bulgarian and North Macedonia have begun periods of national mourning in honor of the victims of the bus crash that killed 45 people and injured 6 others. The accident occurred on Tuesday while the bus was traveling through Bulgaria carrying tourists to neighboring North Macedonia. Though the exact cause of the crash has not yet been determined, the bus apparently ripped through a guardrail on the highway to be quickly engulfed in flames and then burned out completely. A dozen children were among the dead. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
Several British politicians demand change in parliamentary rules after a lawmaker was told that she could not bring her 3-month-old baby into the House of Commons. Lawmakers being advised they should not take their seat in the chamber when accompanied by a child. News and analysis, townhall.com. A Russian rocket is on its way to deliver a new docking module to the International Space Station. The Soyuz rocket lifted off as scheduled today from the Russian launch facility in Kazakhstan. It is carrying the Progress cargo ship with the Pier docking module attached. The craft set to dock at the station on Friday. NASA launching an experimental spacecraft. It's designed to slam into an asteroid to see whether the big space rock can be knocked off course. If it can, the idea would be to protect the Earth should our home planet ever be threatened by an asteroid at some point in the future. Right now, though, there is no indication of such a looming threat. On Wall Street this morning, stocks are in the red following the latest word on joblessness and the GDP. The Dow is down 99 points. The S&P 500 index off 12. The NASDAQ Composite Index 70 points lower. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
The Deuce.
Mornings with Mike Winters right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Wednesday. Thanksgiving Eve.
That's right. I don't know if this is the tradition in anybody else's family, but in mine, nobody eats until Thanksgiving dinner is on the table. And I mean like starting now.
Really?
Well, pretty much.
Like any food?
It was always the day of.
Okay.
Of course there's grazing.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to wander in and out of the kitchen and maybe, grab a handful of whatever.
Yeah.
But
well, do y'all have like you put out trays with like olives or pickles or something?
Now they do.
Yeah.
Now that we're grown.
Yeah.
And my mom goes to like my sister's house or whatever for Thanksgiving. We have the traditional pickling tray, which is it's like a several tiered like serving dish, and it's got pickled okra, olives, usually some type of sweet gherkins or like all the pickling stuff.
Yeah.
And then we do they do tabbouleh stuff.
Okay.
I'm sure like tabbouleh, hummus, things like that. Just kind of dippables, things you can kind of put on a cracker or whatever.
Yeah.
They do that now. Back in the day, it was you will starve until the food is on the table.
Now I have another question for you. What time of the day do you participate in your Thanksgiving meal?
Usually 1 to 2 p.m.
Okay, so it's not like 4 or 5.
That actually got referenced on Family Guy. She puts the turkey down the table and she goes, dinner, because dinner's at 1 p.m. on Thanksgiving for some reason.
Well, see, that's new. Well, not new like last week new, but growing up, my family always ate Thanksgiving dinner at dinner time, like 4 or 5, 6, dinner time. When I got married and got, since of it, they always eat Thanksgiving at like noon. Like, that's like, and seriously, noon's the time. Everyone's like, it's 12:15. Why aren't we eating? It's kind of like one of those moments.
And I guarantee somebody in your family, if you have family over, probably an uncle who thinks he's funnier than he is, is going to make the joke, well, it took us 7 hours to make it. It took us 20 minutes to eat it.
Well, if you're doing it right, that's wrong.
Yeah, it'll actually take about 10.
Well, and in all fairness, that's why I've learned and loved the noon dinner as opposed to the 5 p.m. dinner. Because now you get 2 dinners. Because what happens is you grub out at noon, and then you're just like comatose for 3 hours.
Like, I can't feel feelings.
And then about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you're like, oh, I could eat another turkey sandwich or a piece of pie or something.
Now let me ask.
And then you have dinner number 2.
Okay, now let me ask you this. It's probably different. It's probably different in your house because you're head of household and sort of like it just goes without saying. But
okay, I'll let you think.
The way we do, right? You're married. I forgot. I know who's really wearing the pants. I wear the pants around here when I'm finished with your laundry.
That's right.
No, so in the New Mexico family that I've spent Thanksgiving with, the way it was always done, we'd have our mains, your turkey, your stuffing, all your savories, cranberry sauce and stuff with it. The dessert tray or the dessert table was untouched for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because
People aren't
through a
ready for it.
combination of either somebody's not ready for it or I don't want to be the fatty that takes the first piece of pie. That was always the thing with me is I didn't want to be the first one. But then I feel like, well, somebody's going to have to kick this thing off.
Yeah.
And thank goodness for my brother-in-law because he always would.
Well, I have a mentality or mindset, and it's probably good for my health, but bad in, enjoying things like when because Thanksgiving, I almost feel is like the closest at your home you have to a buffet of style food. You know what I mean?
I would agree. I would 100%
of something like that. So my ideology goes the same direction. I feel like I got to get my worth in all the meats and all that. And I get so full. And then when it comes to dessert time, I feel like I can't pick multiple desserts because that's not right. I need to find the one I want and go with it. And then I build up in my head like, did I make the right choice? I don't know. And then you're like, should I have gone this way or should I have gone with the cake? And I know, I was like, well, get a little of each. But no, that's wrong. You shouldn't have a plate full of desserts. That's not right.
Because you're not committing to the one.
Yeah.
And in fairness, you're prepping your mouth for a certain style of dessert. A tart cherry or a tart berry pie. And then you top it with like a chocolate or like a mud thing. Yeah. It's just, it's not the same. But it's funny.
But I do the same thing at buffets because like if I go and there's like a dessert buffet, I'm not that guy that grabs like, here's 2 brownies, here's 3 cookies, here's a piece of cake.
I know you're not because I've sat next to you at La Fonda. And you know I'm not because you've sat next to me at La Fonda. I literally, Mike has commented on my dessert plate because that's the last trip you make to the buffet. Is so you're gonna get the plate. I always say you got to get the plate full.
Yeah.
Because you're again getting your money's worth. So I'm gonna try a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and it's not it sounds logical, but my head. I need to see a psychiatrist about this, but yeah, I can't rationalize that in my head. To me, I feel like there's some voice in my head saying that's wrong. Don't do that. You're a bad person, and I'm not. But that's in my head. That's what happens, and so I just get one dessert.
You're not allowing yourself. But see, that's the thing is you have then post dessert regrets.
Potentially,
yeah. I go into it, guns blazing, and I'm not gonna let any regrets happen.
And that might be my also. If we're going to psychoanalyze me here on the spot.
I think we should.
Why I kind of have the embrace the opinion of it ain't chocolate, it ain't dessert, and I don't want nothing to do with it. Because I know, I'm like, I'm only getting one, and by golly, it better be the most delightful thing on the planet to me.
We mentioned this.
And that's chocolate.
If I'm only given one dessert option, cherry pie. If I'm only given one.
See, my father would completely agree. That was his favorite dessert, was cherry pie.
Love it.
I'm a chocolate guy.
A pecan, maybe, because you only really have it this time of year.
To be honest, if someone said you could have one dessert ever, and that's it
Peach
for the rest of for life, mine is people are going to poo-poo on me a little bit. Chocolate soft serve ice cream.
No, it's not bad.
That's, not swirl, not vanilla, and I'm talking from the
here's
Softy.
the thing. Here's the thing.
That's my favorite stuff right there.
Chocolate soft serve is good, depending upon where you get it. Because I've noticed if you go to like a lot of like for lack of a better term, the Chinese buffets, they usually have the lower grade of the, and I'm not this. I'm just gonna. I should stop talking.
The cheaper quality.
The cheaper quality of the ice cream mix, and so it makes it more like a grainy consistency.
Yeah, I don't like
than
the
a creamy consistency. So that's what I'm saying. Soft serve is a real hit or miss thing.
Yeah, but that's generally speaking.
Because like when you started talking about buffet desserts, that's what jumps into my mind is that terrible soft like buffet soft serve.
Yeah, like
that you try to cover up with like all the gummy bears, but it's just not the same.
Like back in Maryland, near where my folks live and all that. There's a place on the water there, and it's like a little island. People live there and they go and everything. But on the dock out there, they've got this soft serve ice cream stand. It's just the guy out there on the deck in his little shack there, and he serves up the 3 swirl chocolate. And of course they're really good at putting them on the cone. So when you get them, they're like a foot tall.
Right.
And you're like, how do they do that without it all tipping over them? But I get one of those, and I got this foot-long chocolate ice cream in my hand. You swear, as far as I'm concerned, there's no better thing in the world. I'm like, I don't care. There could be nuclear war going on around me. I'm just sitting here eating my ice cream.
There's
going,
moments. There's moments where I have those like not like out of body experiences, but where like I can see what I like, how ridiculous I look from another person's perspective when like I have something that I really love in my hands, and I almost have like a sway when I'm walking. Like I don't mean to do it. I'm just genuinely excited about the thing I have in my hands.
Yep, that's it. That would be. I mean, it'd be like a war going on. I'm just like doo doo doo. Ice cream. Yeah, it'd be me. Man, let me give you the rundown for this hour. Now I want some soft serve chocolate.
I'm telling you, it sounds awesome. Actually.
Bill Wolf with Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Southeast Mexico is going to join us here in just a few. We'll get an update from him. Of course, recap their Halloween Bowl for Kids' Sake and all that good stuff, too, here. So we'll chit-chat with Bill in just a few. Later on this hour, we'll get you up to date with the news of the local variety, along with your town hall business update and whatever else we can come up with for this hour of the show. Is that a safer sunny spot?
It is, and I feel like it was put here specifically to mock me. Like, all right, let's do it over here too, to show you how easy it is.
I'm going to do it while drinking water.
Hey, tremble hands, Smalls. Watch this. He just flicks it up in the air. He literally said, "Yo, Sonny, catch." He threw the other Sonny to it. Got you, boss. They're yours. Of course they're going to do what you want.
They do my bidding.
They acquiesce to the boss's demands.
They do my bidding.
There you go.
That's how I do.
That's a fun word to work into your vocabulary, but I've tried to like pepper that in.
Yeah?
Acquiesce.
Acquiesce. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a good word.
You could just say acquire, but acquiesce just sounds so much more fancy.
Yeah. It's not as fun to say as waterhead, though.
Bringing it back.
8:16. Here's your weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Low 70s for our afternoon high today, cloudy and windy with a cold front moving through our area. Isolated showers overnight will drop into the mid-30s to low 40s, gusty wind, and then for Thanksgiving Day, maybe a shower or two. Partly cloudy and our high in the mid-50s. We're back to sunshine on Friday and cool with our highs near 60. That's your latest forecast. This is meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 52 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 43%. Winds currently out of the north at 7 miles per hour. For today, partly cloudy. Highs right around 70 degrees. Winds will be out of the west 5 to 10 miles per hour this morning. We'll see an increase 10 to 15 miles per hour for this afternoon. Tonight, we do have a 20% chance at some rain showers late, like after 11 p.m. Mostly cloudy otherwise with an overnight low of 34 degrees. Winds out of the north, 10 to 15 miles per hour. For your Thanksgiving Day, tomorrow, cooler. Partly cloudy skies. Highs only expected to reach the low 50s, 53 officially with north winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, mostly clear. Going to be chilly. Overnight low of 27. So when you get up at dark 30 for Black Friday, it's going to be cold. Bundle up. Winds will be out of the west at around 5 miles per hour. During the day on Friday, a little more pleasant. Sunny skies, a high of 64 expected. South winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for your weekend, mostly sunny and 68 for your Saturday. Mostly sunny, 63 for Sunday. And then we'll be in the upper 60s when you head back to work and school. I know you want to think about that yet, but when you do next week, it'll be in the upper 60s then. All right, it is 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. Let's go ahead and take about a 3-minute break here. And then Bill Wolf with Big Brothers Big Sisters will join us on the other side. Don't go away.
Have you been dealing with stress or anxiety lately? Don't let that stop you from getting the dental work done that you know needs to happen. Hi, this is Dr. Sarah Usher with Carabelli Dental, and every day we help people just like you have a relaxing and pain-free experience with IV sedation. Just imagine a dental experience where you don't remember the needles or the drills. If that's what you're looking for, we can help. Let us ease your stress and create the best dental experience ever.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental at the corner of 9th and Main or call 622-4455.
We serve all New Mexico. If you think it's hard to take out a home loan, those rumors are wrong. It's not true. Contact Loan Officer Elliot Rodriguez, MLS number 41002 at CMG Financial, phone number 719-237-4680. At CMG Financial, we can help. Experience extraordinary with CMG Financial, every customer, every time, no exceptions, no excuses. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage Incorporated, MLS 1820. CMG Mortgage Incorporated is equal opportunity lender. To verify complete list of states licensed, visit www.mlsconsumersaccess.org.
Equal fair housing is the right for everyone to have access to all housing opportunities without discrimination based on race, religion, national origin, sex, color, familial status, or disability.
Martine's Capital Cafe in Roswell offers authentic and highly rated New Mexico food. Explore their amazing menu featuring huevos rancheros or asado with eggs or their green chili stew. And you can't forget their award-winning green chili cheeseburger, all made from scratch using their finest and freshest ingredients. Open for carryout with curbside delivery or limited dine-in. Just call ahead 624-2111. Martine's Capital Cafe, always pleasing the most refined palate. Open Monday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. at 110 West 4th in Roswell.
Roll into winter at Big O Tires Black Friday sale. Shop jaw-dropping deals on tires, brakes, oil changes, and more from November 15th through the 29th. These deals are so big, we couldn't fit them into just one day or even an entire weekend. Buy 3 select in-stock Mesa tires at your neighborhood Big O Tires and get one free when you pay installation. That's right, buy 3 select Mesa brand tires and we'll give you 1 tire absolutely free when you pay installation. But hurry in, this deal won't last forever. Start your holiday shopping early at your local Big O and get your car winter ready. November 15th through the 29th. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation charges extra. Required on all 4 tires. Not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price not to exceed $35 where permitted. See store for details.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service also allows me to be there for my community in ways others can't. I help my hometown recover after nature strikes. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country and those I care about safe from threats. I also work with a network of professionals that help me succeed. Also, the Army National Guard's education benefits make getting a higher education a reality. Being an Army National Guard soldier makes living and serving in my community more rewarding every day. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The first toilet being flushed in a motion picture was in the movie Psycho. Mike thought it was Gone with the Wind. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 22 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from Big Brothers and Big Sisters here in southeast New Mexico, Bill Wolf back with us. Good morning, Bill.
Hey, Mike. How are you?
Doing great. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Same to you.
You ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, it's just going to be my wife and I.
So nice, quiet.
Yeah, nice. We got a turkey breast, and but we're going to have all the traditional stuff just in a smaller quantity.
Nice. Enough for leftovers.
Oh, that's the only reason. All my friends, well, come on over. I said, you have leftover boxes.
That's right. Well, good deal.
Yeah.
Well, good news. You finally were able to have your Bowl for Kids' Sake event here on the Halloween weekend here after basically almost a 2-year hiatus because of COVID and everything. But it sounds like good news is it was a great event. Had a lot of people show up. We're able to raise some good money for Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and that'll really help keep the matches coming here.
That's it. Yeah. We had a good turnout. We got a lot of people donated some good prizes. Everybody had fun.
Good.
I don't know. Everybody that comes to that says we'll be back next year.
Good.
And like we had. Well, our primary sponsors were Roswell Sertoma and Toyota.
Crumlin.
Crumlin,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crumlin Auto Group.
Okay.
And then other big sponsors were Pioneer Bank, First American Bank. I can just go on and on because I'll forget somebody. But, but without their help, this is impossible.
Absolutely. That's what's great that they that these businesses and are supporting and then get it. They get the importance of what Big Brothers and Big Sisters is all about, and obviously with the last 2 years that's been going on here, it's been rough for everybody. But it's very, very difficult to keep to make these matches happen and to keep them going strong. There's been a lot of resources and time spent to keep these things going, and so it's great to see that the community got involved and supported it, so we can keep doing these things. So.
Yeah, it's been tough making matches over the last year, especially since we're still kind of locked out of the schools, a lot of our matches were part of either the after-school program
that was your
or
foot in the door
lunch buddies
to reach some of these kids. Yeah.
And but we're making community matches where you pick your child up in the community.
Yeah.
And it's been slow. We haven't grown nearly as fast as we had planned, but as things come back to normal, we'll continue to get our kids in there and help them. And, a lot of people don't realize that we do everything free.
That's it.
It costs the families nothing.
Yeah, that's zero cost to the families, to the bigs, to the littles. Nothing is out of pocket for them. This is
right,
and that's why That's why the Bowl for Kids' Sake is so important, because on average it takes about $1,500 a year to support a one match for a year. That's basically what it costs between the background checks and just the various events, things that are part of that 1 year, that first year, and every year really. But I mean, it's expensive to do that, and that dime is picked up solely by Big Brothers Big Sisters. So that's why Bowl for Kids' Sake is so important. That's why when you make your donations online or things like that, that it goes directly to helping these matches.
Yep, it's we are completely 100% donor supported. Now we'll get grants and stuff.
Sure.
Fortunately, we have a grant with the CYFD where they reimburse us for hours of mentoring, but that was kind of difficult this year because we didn't really have as many hours of mentoring as we thought we could have.
Right, and COVID probably eliminated the possibility there in some cases.
Yeah, so we lost a bunch of that funding, but they work with us, and we just keep plodding along.
Sure.
But, it's interesting that some of the bigs that hung in with us, but there at the very beginning, they couldn't meet with their littles, but we fashioned some virtual stuff. Zoom became part of everybody's life.
Sure. Yeah.
And it worked out. Now that the bigs and littles can meet again, if they feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And
the freedoms are starting to come back slowly into the fold here. So it's starting to look more like what it's traditionally intended to be, that chance for you to spend quality time as bigs and littles together doing and hanging out and doing all fun stuff and, being a mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, our national organization, Big Brothers Big Sisters of America, it's changed the whole aspect of making matches from a standpoint of before you could not do anything virtually. Mm-hmm. But now it's
kind of the way of the world.
It's the way of the world, and it works, and it makes it easier on a lot of people as far as getting matched. We can do a virtual interview with a big now.
It streamlines the timeline, I imagine, a little bit too. Yeah.
But we still have that one-to-one contact after the match is made on a monthly basis because child safety is our number one thing.
Absolutely,
and as long as we can do that and maintain a safe match, then we're doing good.
We're all about it then. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This is something that this is true in any time. It doesn't matter COVID or not. The demand for bigs is always high. And I know there's been certain times we need more males and women and things, but if you are interested in being a big, we'd love to have you. Male, female, if you're 18 and up and would love to be a part of the community-based program here, we'd love to have you reach out. And it's a fun, rewarding experience. It's not an overnight thing. You're not going to call Bill today and say, I want to be a big, and tomorrow you're going to have a little. It's going to take a month or so to go through background checks and process. And then there's the matchmaking process. Think of your Match.coms times 10, where they really sit through and they're going to ask you a lot of questions about you. And they do the same thing to the little, just to find out what makes you tick, what you're into, and what you enjoy.
Yep.
That way, they try to find a match that vibes with that. So if you find a little that, now they're not going to look for little clones of you. That's a little weird. But if you both have a mutual interest in, say, a sport or a hobby or a skill set, or you both are into, clothing, or if you're both into books or hunting or whatever it is, you find those connections and use that as your ends, so to speak, to making that connection and making that relationship last.
Yeah, I was talking with a big. He's probably been a big for probably 6 or 7 months, but I ran into him. I said, well, how's it going? Well, it's going good. He says, one thing I'm learning. I says, what? He said, to fish. He said, I never learned to fish, but my little likes to fish. And he said,
He's teaching him?
He said, he's teaching me,
That's
and
great.
it's fun. He said,
Yeah.
we're having a lot of fun.
See, and that's cool because now this child's actually getting some mentor role themselves and kind of learning that. So when they get to the age where they're going to be doing more of that and less of receiving the mentorship, they're going to have that those skill set at least familiar with it. That's great.
Yeah, that's that's kind of rewarding when you see that.
Not to mention, I imagine that bonds because when it's a give and take like that a little bit, where the kid feels more probably open to wanting to share other things that might be something a little more personal or something like that, or something that they feel more comfortable talking with the big about, and that sets the table for that.
You got to become their friend.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, you got to be as the relationship develops, and you be getting more trust in each other. Then the little can start opening up and talk about maybe his family life, or the big can say, you said this, but these are opportunities that are available for you. Here's school. You got to stay in school, and that's one thing that our program does. It invariably kids will stay in school longer, and they will get in less trouble in school.
Yeah.
And as far as the getting into trouble with drugs and alcohol and stuff, it's been shown that our kids are less likely to do that than non-mentored kids.
And that's where you as the big can come as a mentor, because all of us have probably walked some of the shoes that they were walking in right now, going to school and trying to navigate life in school and home life and social life and all that.
Yeah.
And, as an adult, odds are pretty good you've went through those exact same experiences. And so your insight there can be valuable to those littles like that. And that's where the disconnect, where parents will tell them that, and you know how that goes, in one ear and out the other. But someone that they kind of look at differently, they might be more receptive to hearing that. It's like, oh, well, when I was in school, I had bullies. This is what I did. Or if I had this is how I handled that. Or remember one time I had an accident here, and this is how I dealt with that situation. And so when you share that kind of stuff and talk with the littles, they can relate. And all of a sudden those walls come down that say, oh, they don't understand what I'm going through, to, oh,
yeah,
he did he or she did the same thing I did. And now, they know exactly what I've done before. Maybe I should listen to how they did it and see if that helps me,
Yeah, you just showed them different experiences that they wouldn't see in their normal day-to-day activities.
Yeah.
If no one's ever graduated from high school in a family, depending on the situation, that may not be a priority item for some
Sure,
people.
absolutely. And so you can kind of put that in there and say, no, you're going to set yourself up for success down the road with more options when you go through school here and everything else. So.
Yeah, when we follow up with our match support, that's one of the main questions. How's school going?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite subject? How are you doing? If you're having problems, have you talked to your teacher? Just things like that.
Yeah.
Because education is probably the main thing that keeps kids out of trouble.
Absolutely. Well, and knowledge is power. They always say these kind of things, and you hear these statements. But that's all very true with the education behind you, with those piece of paper saying you graduated from high school and your college degrees and the experience here. That's telling people that you're able to complete a task and go through.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why even like college, when they say sometimes it's, even if you have a degree that's not like a degree that seems like it translates to anything in the business world, but the fact that you completed a degree program, that makes people look and say, okay, I get it. Your degree's not in necessarily a field we're looking at. However, because you have a college degree, we know that we can give you a job and know that you'll get it done at the end. And that's that's the kind of stuff people look for in things. And so you're feeding that into the kid. You're learning some of that yourself, and that's really how part of Big Brothers Big Sisters work, is that just those little lessons in life and things, and just little nuggets and things that you just impart and pass on. That hope some of them stick, and hope some of them help make navigating life for that child a little bit easier.
Yeah, it's funny. We've had a match that they've probably been matched 5 years, and is a female and a little girl. But now the little girl is hit the age 13. And I was talking to her big sister, and she said, "Yeah, it's a whole different thing now. She, coming over to my house to cook is not as much fun as it used to be. But they still do stuff together. She said, I just have to be a little more original.
Yeah, you got to get a little older in your thinking on what a 13-year-old wants versus a 10-year-old or an 8-year-old.
Yeah, and they're going through a whole different set of. It seems like when they hit middle schools, when things start kind of changing, their influences become more school-based than.
Yeah, and I think that's when they start wanting to be in the room with the adult conversation. You know what I mean? They want to be part of things, but everyone's telling them they're too young, so they get to say it. So I think there's a little animosity at that age there, where they want to feel like they're part of the thing, but everyone's telling them they're not ready for it yet, and they're like, "No, I am," and they're entering that a phase of life, I think.
Yeah. And I mean, as a father, I saw that too. They say your parents get smarter as you get older.
Yeah, or at least get savvy, one or the other.
Yeah, that's right.
But if you're interested, that's a great opportunity here. We're looking at the Thanksgiving weekend here, and people use this time to not only stuff their faces, but remind themselves of the things that they have and the blessings they have in their life, and be thankful for those. And a lot of people use this time to try to pay it forward to those blessings to others. Maybe if you're thinking, well, and that's the great thing about Big Brothers Big Sisters. It doesn't require a lot of time. Doesn't require a lot of money or anything on your part here. If you just have a desire and an hour a week, basically, you're that's it. That's what you need. You don't have to plan grand things or prepare these exotic day packages and all that. It's just you incorporating a little into your life and incorporating those things into it. You spend an hour a week. Maybe you're going to go run errands or go see a movie, or maybe you're just going out to lunch. That's take your little along and you have lunch and chit chat and talk and find out about their day, and then maybe go bowling afterwards, or go to the park and have a catch, or go fishing, or whatever it is you're into, or shopping, whatever it is you're into. That's Big Brothers Big Sisters. And then during those conversations, it's you hanging out with a friend. It's what do you do with your friend, the ones that it's legal and not adult stuff. You know what I mean? Just like you go out and have lunch, you go see movies, all those things. That's what you're doing with a little. That's it. That's all you're doing, and just helping them navigate life through your eyes and through there. You're trying to get an understanding and seeing what you can do to kind of make it a little easier for them.
Yeah, well, you're developing a relationship, and sometimes it goes very quickly. Sometimes it's a little. But the thing to remember is our agency is behind you every step of the way.
Yeah.
You ever have any questions about your match?
You're never on an island.
Yeah, and we talk to the littles, we talk to the bigs, and make sure that everything coincides, because child safety is our number one thing. Yeah. But, we'll have bigs call us, well, I just doesn't seem like I'm getting through. And then the little will say, man, we went this there, and it was really cool. I had so much fun, I really like being with him or her.
Certain kids at certain ages can be kind of cryptic about that stuff.
Yeah.
They look like they're just a bump on the log, and you're like, well, gee, they didn't enjoy that. But in reality, they loved every minute of it, and they just don't express it well, or chose not to, or whatever that is. But that happened. And then, like you said, you guys get reports, and they're very happy with everything that happens there. But and that's where you guys come in and help, because you see all these things. You've been there and done that. So if you're not knowledgeable on what to do here, or if you're looking for ideas on how to incorporate a great outing with your little, or ways to get through, or think, that's where you guys excel. And Big Brothers Big Sisters, that support program, through your team of people that work there, even through the numbers of the other bigs and little, there's tons of resources. The bigs, that's a kind of a community in itself, where the bigs and littles have little events together, just bigs and littles out, going to have lunch or dinner or some kind of fun event. But during those times and things, you can kind of talk and compare and say, hey, how are you doing with your little? What things are you running into?
Yeah.
Well, and then other, people that maybe been bigs longer, like, well, this is what I do to kind of break down some walls here and talk. And so it really can be not only the expert advice from the Big Brothers staff, but also the crowd sharing information from just the people that are in the trenches doing it, and finding what works and comparing and contrasting there too.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And it's I don't know. I want to say something. Somebody asked me, he said, "Why don't you get Mike to be a big brother?" And I said, "Well, in a way, he is."
Yeah.
I said he talks about the program. He talks to other people about the program, and he knows as much about it as my staff. And he does. And you know what?
Oh, do I get a?
This is it says to Mike Winters, thank you for defending the potential of children in southeastern New Mexico.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome. I appreciate that.
Because you and your station.
Thank you. That's very
do
nice.
A lot,
I'm gonna put it right here with my stuff.
Yeah, do a lot for us.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very nice. Not necessary, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. I do it because I love you guys. I know people always say you do so much to help us. I'm like, I do it because you guys do such great things. That's if I want to support people that are doing good for our community, and yourself and many other great organizations are doing some awesome stuff here, and I want to shout it from the rooftops for folks. So
and we couldn't do it without your help, without our sponsors' help, without our donors' help. It's funny. Southeast New Mexico, there's as far as children mental health services, there's not hardly anything around here. Some of my staff, they were having to go to Albuquerque to they're having some issues with their daughter and stuff like that. But we provide a service that if it weren't for us, some of these kids wouldn't have any help at all.
Yeah, that's unfortunate but true.
Yeah,
it's so sad but true.
All our staff is they're degreed social workers or degreed child. Some of them work for CYFD, so they've seen a lot.
They've been in the industry. They got the training from the industry. Yeah. This is their passion to help and help these kids and get them the foundations that every kid deserves.
Yeah, and most of our kids. There's some kids that are in a situation where we can't help them. When I say situation, a behavioral situation that I would not ask a big or a little, a big or to come into and say. You're not a social worker. We know that.
Yeah.
So we'll recommend the family. Here's what you need to try this. You need to try this. You need to try this.
Well, when you're dealing with some of that stuff, odds are, that's probably because there's some mental health condition issues, things there, and that's where you probably need more medically trained folks to be working with those youth and individuals. We, the people, just aren't equipped to do those kind of things.
Yeah.
So that's where you need the more expertise training, and because to be honest. We, the lay person, could actually do more damage and good with the intention of doing good. If you don't, you know what I mean? If that makes sense there.
And I don't want to put a person, a big or volunteer in a situation that they feel like they don't know what to do.
Sure.
From a standpoint of either the child's behavior or stuff, and that's the reason we assess the child and the family and the big so well that we can avoid situations like that happening.
Absolutely, yeah. The program is designed for everything to just, to mesh, to work well together. Yes. And, obviously in the world we live in, a perfect world, that works out perfect every time. But in reality, every child and every individual is unique. So every little thing, and there's scenarios and situations that there isn't a playbook for, and you have to kind of work on the fly or bring in additional resources to make sure those things happen. And so that's where you come in and say, all right, this child is a perfect benefit for our little program working with other things. And then on the other hand, this child needs something a little more advanced than what Big Brothers Big Sisters has. Now, once we get that going, and let's get them in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program afterwards, because just because they're not ready for it today doesn't mean 6 months from now they're ready for the program. And that's kind of where you and your staff kind of assess in that area. And again, that's all part of the matchmaking process. So when you as a big say, I want to volunteer and be a part of a child's life, everything's put together in the recipe book to say, you know what? We've got the right ingredients here to make this happen. Yeah. I got a feeling you two are going to be magical friends for the next 30 years, and that's what we hope to see.
Yeah, it's we've had 3 or 4. Well, I'm trying to think. Since I've been here in 10 years, we probably had 5 or 6 people that were matched for more than 6 years, from elementary school to high school. And, we got the picture of them graduating from high school.
And I imagine to this day, all those connections still to stay in contact. I bet they're talking to each other this weekend over Thanksgiving holiday.
Sure. There was one of the littles was in the big wedding.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
See, to me, that's the ultimate story of wins for Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yeah.
Is when you're seeing that the program works so well that they are long-standing friends when they're both into the adulthood and long into, going on to those milestones in life, and when your littles now having their family and the big still involved with it, that to me is just there's not enough of those stories I couldn't hear. That's great to see. When that happens.
Well, one of our staff persons was a little when she was growing up, and she knew all about the program. And when we were looking for a person, she applied, and she had a social degree and stuff, and she can talk about the program better than anyone I know.
Well, I imagine since she lived it, she's more invested in it. She's going to be one that come hell or high water, she's going to make sure this program works because she sees what it can be and what it does, and it's great to have people in your court, working like that. So that's great to see. So I think about it over this holiday weekend. If you're thinking, this is something I would like to invest some time in and work with these kids. There's many different ways to do that. It's not unheard of for couples to do it together.
Yeah.
Or if you each have your own big, maybe the wife has a little girl that she is a big for, and the husband a boy, and you can do it that way. Or like I said, or as a couple. I mean, that sometimes happens too.
Yeah.
Brother, sisters kind of thing. There's different ways to do this, but really in the traditional program, they ask for a minimum of 4 hours a month.
4 hours a month,
which boils down to an hour a week. Which there's no timesheets you fill out like, well, I only did 57 minutes this week. We got to do 63 next. There's none of that mess. It's just kind of a ballpark thing, and say, what happens sometimes is you might spend a whole day together and then not hang out till next month or something. But that's kind of how those work. But that it's all really just a part of living your life and bringing that child into it. And if you've been thinking about it and say, hey, this is something you can make the biggest impact in our community with really the littlest amount of effort on your part. And what I mean, I think there's two things you can do that make the big impact very easily. One's donating blood, because you can go in there, give some blood, and you've saved a life and cost you 45 minutes of time. Big Brothers Big Sisters is the other one. An hour a week you spending with that child can make a difference. You might have just created the next president of the United States, or the next doctor that finds the cure for cancer, or the next child that grows up to become the person that invents the one product that we can't live without yet. That's what you're creating, is that next generation for us. And it costs you an hour going to the park and hanging out and just having some fun with some kids.
Yep. And it doesn't take a whole lot. Doesn't take a lot of money. It just takes a little bit of your spare time.
Absolutely. So if I swayed you, go check out their website this weekend. Big Brothers Big Sisters for Southeast New Mexico. It's www.bbbssenm.org.
Yes.
If you don't remember any of that, which I expect you not to, it's the initials for Big Brothers Big Sisters Southeast New Mexico. You can instantly Google Big Brothers Big Sisters Roswell, Chavez County,
it'll pop
Southeast New Mexico. Any of these will get you to the website. There you can learn more about the program. There you can start the application process if you'd like. If you'd like to donate monetarily, if you're saying, I don't have time right now, but you know what? I'd like to contribute some money to help make these matches happen. That's greatly appreciated as well. And as Bill always says, we need bigs and bucks.
That's what I was saying.
And if you can't be the big, be the buck. And come on,
give us the bucks. Yeah.
So we'd love to have you do that. And of course, if you're a Facebook user, Big Brothers Big Sisters Southeast Mexico, you can like and follow that. There you can kind of scroll down and read some of the success stories and different things that are going on. And then, of course, nationally, you go online, you can find all kinds of stuff on Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yeah.
But if you want to learn more about the local stuff, then stick to that. But and then, of course, if you know Big Brothers, people that are involved, talk to them. Give them, I'm telling you, those testimonials will give you great insight on what it's like. And I'm pretty sure when you're done listening to those, it's going to sway you to want to do it. So.
Yeah. And, the Big Brothers and Big Sisters are probably our best advertiser.
Yeah. Because and like you said, because and and this probably happens more often than not, you have folks that working for you or are bigs today in your program because they were littles in this program, and they know exactly where the things that they took out of that, and the things that they're probably better people today because of what they learned in Big Brothers Big Sisters, experienced in that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a life-changing event.
Yeah. What's the phone number for the office here?
575-627-2727.
And that's BBBS, I believe, is that last four if you're having trouble remembering.
No, 2227.
Yes, 2227.
627-2227.
Yeah, BBBS.
Yes, yeah. Yes.
And like you said, the Big Brothers Big Sisters, Southeast New Mexico, BBBSSENM.org.
Yeah.
Is there anything we missed, Bill?
No, other than that, I thank you again for your
Thank you for this. This is awesome. I really appreciate that. It's very nice.
Well,
it wasn't expected with him, but it's very nice to be appreciated. Thank you very much.
Cool, the leather.
It's like a leather bound. I was like, it's almost like a book. It kind of looks like a book. That's cool. Well, it'll go on my display back here.
Yeah, right behind the orange car.
That's right. I will put it there.
What's that car called? The
General Lee.
The General Lee, yeah.
That one's autographed by Bo Duke and Cooter from Cooter's, Cooter's Garage. Remember? Yeah, they both signed that one. So that's an autograph, General Lee.
In an original box.
That's right. Well, I bought it at Cooter's Garage in Sperryville, Virginia. Again, if you're a fan of the show, I think he's moved it to Tennessee or something. But basically, it was a place there in Virginia, middle of nowhere, right off the interstate, and they had all this stuff from the Dukes of Hazzard show. Like they had some of the General Lees. They had like memorabilia from the show there, and of course you could go eat and shop and all that.
Yeah.
The day I went, of course, Cooter was hanging out, shaking hands and signing autographs. And the day I went, Roscoe showed up, and he's now passed. But the day I was there, Roscoe P. Coltrane, the sheriff, he showed up in uniform, and then him and Cooter sang "Just Them Good Old Boys" up on a stage, and so I got to meet Roscoe. I didn't get Roscoe's signature because I couldn't get near him long enough with my stuff, but I got to talk to him, and then of course Cooter. And all, I grew up loving Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, I like that show too.
So it'll go right there. Thank you, Bill. You and your family and everyone have a happy and awesome Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in December. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Good.
All right.
Thanks, Mike.
Hopefully we'll have some new Christmas matches to talk about in December.
Hopefully.
Good deal. Thank you, sir. We'll see you then.
Bye.
It is 8:52. Time for some news and town hall business. Quick break. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. A Roswell man arrested late Thursday night and charged with the murder of another man in a shooting that happened in Thursday's early morning hours in the southern part of the city. The shooting took place in the 300 block of East Bonnie Street at a home where 44-year-old Tony Nacho Gonzalez was living. Gonzalez is charged with shooting 29-year-old Jose Diaz once in the stomach. Diaz had been at his girlfriend's house nearby when he walked to Gonzalez's house. The two men had also been together earlier that day. Authorities said the pilot who died in a small plane crash last week outside Carlsbad was a 27-year-old man from Texas. New Mexico State Police were quoted Monday by the Carlsbad Current-Argus saying that Michael Kozlovsky of Burnett, Texas, was the pilot of the Cessna that went down before noon Friday into a communications tower that then caught fire east of Carlsbad. First responders found Kozlovsky's body at the scene. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo reporting.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Low 70s for our afternoon high today, cloudy and windy with a cold front moving through our area. Isolated showers overnight will drop into the mid-30s to low 40s, gusty wind, and then for Thanksgiving Day, maybe a shower or two. Partly cloudy and our high in the mid-50s. We're back to sunshine on Friday and cool with our highs near 60. That's your latest forecast. This is meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. CVS, Walgreens, and Walmart pharmacies recklessly distributed massive amounts of pain pills in 2 Ohio counties. A federal jury said Tuesday in a verdict that could set the tone for U.S. city and county governments that want to hold pharmacies accountable for their roles in the opioid crisis. Faced with the rising cost of goods and freight, discount retail chain Dollar Tree said Tuesday it will be raising its prices to $1.25 for the majority of its products. Dollar Tree said the reason was not due to short-term or transitory market conditions and said the price increases were permanent. On Wall Street, the Dow up 194 points to 35,813. The Nasdaq down 79 to 15,775. And the S&P 500 gained 7 points to 4,690. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
This is another commercial from your friends at Roswell Ford, so you're probably expecting to hear about all the great deals here at the Tailgate Nation. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. First, we want to talk about buying a car from you. Roswell Ford is looking for gently used, late-model cars and trucks, and if you have one, we're prepared to pay top dollar for it, even if you're not ready to buy anything from us. Just bring it in and see how much it's worth. You'll probably be surprised. And if you are looking to trade up, Roswell Ford has 27 trucks, 30 SUVs, 22 cars, the largest pre-owned selection in southeastern New Mexico, like a Jeep Cherokee for just $10,900, a Ford Escape for just $11,900, and a Jeep Patriot for only $16,400, a Ford F-150 Super Crew XLT, just $19,900. And Roswell Ford backs each one with a 3-day money-back guarantee, so you won't be second-guessing yourself. Buying or selling, you can't go wrong when you're doing business with the Tailgate Nation. Roswell Ford.
Pre-Black Friday deals start now at Decor Furniture and Electronics. No need to wait. Take it home today. Special pre-Black Friday savings are going on now. Save big on televisions, stereos, furniture, and mattress sets. Get ready for the holidays and save big. Pre-Black Friday starts now. Shop early for best selection. Easy financing and delivery is available at Decor Furniture and Electronics in Carlsbad on the corner of Mermont and Mesa. For over 40 years, Sierra Blanca Motors here in Roswell have been providing locals with quality vehicles and are committed to providing you quality vehicles and service for many years to come. No sales gimmicks, no inflated pricing, just a quality pre-owned vehicle listed at retail pricing or less. Have a used vehicle to sell? Get top trade-in value or an amazing cash offer today. Let Danny or Jose provide you a great car buying experience. Call 575-622-7907. Or stop by Sierra Blanca Motors at 720 South Main Street in Roswell. Se habla español.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get them a shirt from Untuck It. Now you can get up to 50% off with the Black Friday sale happening right now at Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep them looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with our super soft flannels and wrinkle-free shirts, so don't miss it. Up to 50% off for a limited time only. Find the perfect gift for every guy in your list at untuckit.com or 80+ Untuck It stores. Untuck It. Shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. U-Haul is the world's largest advertiser in the Yellow Pages. Too bad millennials don't know what the Yellow Pages are. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 8:57. Thanks to Bill Wolf for joining us from Big Brothers Big Sisters. Thank you for the plaque. I don't know if you can kind of see it here. Let me get on that. Hold on, let me grab it. All right, let me bring this up. This was very nice of a Bill and them got me today. I should have showed it closer to the camera earlier, but I didn't. That was very nice of them. Big thank you plaque here. It's leather. Smells of rich leather, rich Corinthian leather. No, just kidding. But that's very awesome. Thank you. That was very nice. It was unexpected. So very appreciated. Thank you very much for that. Stay tuned next hour. We're going to have the folks from American Legion Post 61 join us. I know it'll be Commander Lee and our auxiliary presidente, Jen, will join us. Not sure if we'll have anybody else or not, but they'll give us an update on what's happened with American Legion. They've had a couple things on the radar. Give away some turkeys and helping out with the reefs. There's a bunch of stuff that's going on, so we'll get all that update from them next hour. So much that I've having trouble keeping track of it all. I've been kind of wrapped up in 12 other things, so I haven't been able to follow some of the great things they're doing as closely as I normally do here. But they'll join us next hour and give us the skinny on all of that stuff here. Don't forget on Saturday indeed, the Historical Society for Southeast New Mexico, they've got their big historic Christmas book fair happening next Saturday, December 4th. But they've got a silent auction that's going to go hot this Saturday, probably around 2 o'clock Saturday. You'll find a link if you go to the RoswellNMHistory.org website. You can go to the link and see there for all that. But that goes hot Saturday. I got to play news here, so we'll be back. You listen to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. We'll be back on the other side of news. Do not go away.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. 5 counts of intentional homicide with a 6th count on the way. That's what the suspect in the Waukesha parade crash is facing. Darrell Brooks being held on $5 million bail. He was allegedly behind the wheel of the SUV that plowed into a crowd watching a Christmas parade in suburban Milwaukee on Sunday. And correspondent Mike Rossier says it's not the first time the 39-year-old has been accused of using his vehicle as a weapon.
Earlier in November, Brooks had posted $1,000 bail for a Milwaukee County case in which he's accused of intentionally striking a woman with his car.
And along with the 6 people killed in last Sunday's attack, more than 60 others were injured. Day 2 of jury deliberations for the trial of 3 white men charged in the fatal shooting of black jogger Ahmaud Arbery near Brunswick, Georgia, early last year. No verdict after 6 hours of deliberations yesterday. Jurors back at work this morning. With Thanksgiving gas prices at a 9-year high, it's not yet clear whether President Biden's attempt to lower prices at the pump will actually work.
The president ordered the release of 50 million barrels of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. He and his administration argue it's the right tool to ease the supply problem. However, the Energy Information Administration says Americans use roughly 20 million barrels a day, so the release equals about 2.5 days of additional supply. Some GOP lawmakers called the president's action a Band-Aid and doubt it will do much. Greg Clugston, Washington.
Consumer spending bounced back last month, rising 1.3%. At the same time, though, inflation remains a huge challenge to economic recovery. U.S. economic growth slowed to a modest annual rate, 2.1% in the third quarter. And on Wall Street this hour, the Dow down 89 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Why are cash-out refinances such a big deal right now? Uncle Ryan tries to teach me something.
I really feel like right now might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I've been doing this for 18 years now, and I've just never seen a market where the rates are so low and values across the country have skyrocketed as much as they have. That combination, I remember one couple in particular, they were looking to do some home improvements at the house, but they were worried about their payments going up. Well, with rates being so low and them building up so much equity in the home over the last few years, we were able to get them the cash out for those home improvements, and their payments actually went down a little bit. Every single situation is different, but it does happen more often than you think. So it definitely does not hurt to call.
We are United Faith Mortgage.
United Faith Mortgage is a DBA of United Mortgage Corp. 25 Middle Park Road, Melville, New York. Licensed mortgage banker. For all licensing information, go to NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Corporate NMLS number 1330. Equal housing lender. Licensed in Alaska, Hawaii, Georgia, Massachusetts, North Dakota, South Dakota, or Utah.
The head of the UN nuclear watchdog says he could not agree following talks with Iranian officials about resolving disputes over the country's nuclear program.
In an announcement ahead of next week's formal talks in Vienna, Rafael Grossi said he'd been unable to agree on his visit to Tehran in spite of his best efforts. He said there'd been no progress with Iranian officials and that time was running short. The Iranian Foreign Minister, Hossein Amir Abdullahian, who met Mr. Grossi, told an Iranian news channel that Iran was ready for a good and serious deal, but did not trust the Americans. The 2015 agreement, which gave Iran sanctions relief in return for curbing its nuclear program, was abandoned by Washington 3 years ago.
The BBC's Mike Thompson. Syria's military says Israeli warplanes have attacked army positions in the country's central region, leaving 2 civilians dead, 7 other people wounded. News and analysis at townhall.com. Tech giant Apple is suing Israel's NSO Group, looking to block the world's most infamous hacker-for-hire company from breaking into Apple's products, like the iPhone.
Apple said in a complaint filed in federal court in California that NSO Group's spyware, called Pegasus, had been used to attack a small number of Apple customers worldwide. It's the latest blow to the hacking firm, which was recently blacklisted by the U.S. Commerce Department. It is also currently being sued by social media giant Facebook.
Correspondent Jeremy House. On the roads, the rails, and in the air, tens of millions of Americans traveling for Thanksgiving. AAA predicts 53.4 million of us will head somewhere for the holiday. And the day after Thanksgiving, of course, Black Friday. It marks the traditional start of the holiday shopping season, a make or break season for many retailers. And on Wall Street, the Dow down 99 points. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Chris Inviernos.
Of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Hey, Andrea sent me a text last hour. I just didn't get a chance to tell you about this. Remember how you were talking about lower quality soft serve ice cream? She said it has nothing to do with that. It's the machine.
Is it? Well, it's because they're all made by the same company.
Well, I'm guessing if you don't maintain your machine right, it don't put out as good of a product.
See, I always thought it was they were just getting lesser quality ice milk or something.
They probably have a squirrel or something there. It's kind of messing things up.
Well, now I'm wondering about all that, what's actually going on inside there. Because, I mean, you got to think about it. Those machines are nasty.
Watch. Is it Grown Ups 2?
Yeah. No, it's
the first one.
Yeah, I believe it is.
Is it the first one?
It is the first one.
He's working at the soft serve place?
Yeah.
I can't even share it on the radio.
Yeah, okay.
It's all poop humor, but it's funny. Yeah, that's my extent of soft serve ice cream machines in cinema.
Right.
So anyway, happy pre-Thanksgiving, Evo Thanksgiving. Enjoy. Ready. And many people not off or not working today.
No, a lot of people enjoy days off.
I noticed are online. I think most people are either in bed or traveling, and so they're not watching. So it's a lot less people watching.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot more people on the radio listening.
They're listening on the radio because they're in their kitchens preparing. Right now. That's not. I'm not saying women are in the kitchen. That's not what I'm saying. Please don't twist my words.
Who said women? You did.
2020. No. 2021. You know how things can get misconstrued.
I didn't even think it till you said it.
You didn't say women until you said women, and now it's quote.
Oh man, but you're right. I just noticed activity on the online a little quieter today as people are not in front of their computers this morning. So good on y'all. Enjoy your time off.
Yeah.
Enjoy your downtime. If you're preparing your Thanksgiving foods while listening to me be stupid, sorry.
Yeah.
Don't blame me if you burn your turkey. That's on you, not me. So, by the way, hopefully it's not still sitting in the freezer at this point. If it is,
oh no!
If it is,
Yeah.
Prepare for a rough day for yourself.
Well, just plan for a Thanksgiving Sunday.
Well, even if you do watering and everything else, I don't know. Don't just throw it in the fryer. We already learned that.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
There's something else I was going to tell you, and I just completely spaced out on it.
So, according to a poll of 5,000 people, the top 3 least favorite Thanksgiving sides are sweet potatoes is the least favorite.
Okay.
Green bean casserole is the second least favorite. And cranberry sauce is the third least favorite. I'm like, those are my top 3. Those are my top. Those are my go-tos.
I'm okay with sweet potatoes.
I love sweet potatoes.
I like green bean casserole.
I love that. That's my one. That's like my one.
I want nothing to do with the cranberries. Nothing.
Everything.
Why do they mess up a good thing?
Everything.
I'll take all your guys' cranberry sauce.
Thank you. Up top.
Love the cranberry.
Well, nothing to do with that.
It has to be jellied though, not the whole
fake stuff
jelly
in the can because it's a kit. It comes in a can. You take the lid off, and then you can cut slices with the can lid. It's basically
it's like
it's a kit.
Jello or something. That's disgusting.
Yes,
It's good.
It is.
If it's so
the
delightful,
reason to have
if it's so
Thanksgiving
delightful,
dinner.
then why don't we eat it the rest of the year?
I actually do.
See?
No. I
that's a
will
very
tell you
good
this.
point you just
They
made.
sell it year round, and I know this because I got a hankering for some cranberry sauce in July, and I got a can. And I still have, I got 2 cans. I have 1 can sitting up on my...
These are the same people that fight tooth and nail on the values of fruitcake.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I don't get it
I
either.
think these people that are, I think they're lurking in the same meetings.
These are the same
fruitcake
people that have pineapple on pizza. I'm telling you, there's a problem there.
Now, I will tell you this. I've been anti-pineapple on pizza for many portions of my life.
Well, good for you.
The other month, it wasn't the other day, it was the other month, I got my hands on a ham and pineapple pizza, and I dug it. It was tasty.
I'm telling you, if it's done right,
was tasty.
it's genuinely one of my favorite things in the world.
It was tasty.
You've gone to the dark side.
On that one, I kind of,
Can I quickly just draw like a hot take for a minute and just say that I might be the only human being on the planet that likes fruitcake? Well, I mean, obviously, fruitcake makers like it.
You want to know something,
grandmothers.
Sean? I already kind of figured that of you.
Do I look like a fruitcake lover? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
This is Lee's way of telling me I'm not eating fruitcake.
Your boss is an avid fruitcake
Is he?
fan. Yes.
That's good to know.
Gene Dow loves fruitcake.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not
for a good in. Buy him the fruitcake, and there's only one, and everybody passes it around.
I'm not saying it's like my favorite thing in the world, but I'm also if somebody gave me a fruitcake, I'll probably have a slice or 2. It's not bad. It's cake and
even your wife says fruitcake is awesome.
Dried fruit.
Gosh.
Lizzie's been
I do
under
love.
hospital
There's
care
one
recently.
I think it's Jim Gaffigan's stand-up bit where he's like, "Is this a Skittle?"
To me, when I see fruitcake, I think of souse with fruit. It's pretty much that. It's garbage floating in other garbage.
I will say this: the people
that's
that
old and said, "Here, you take it. I don't want it."
People that like fruitcake, and I'm saying this as a fruitcake enjoyer, probably also enjoy a good Fig Newton because it's very
Fig Newtons
similar.
are fabulous.
It's very similar.
I like Fig Newtons. Fruitcake is not a Fig Newton.
I'm just saying, if
I don't know that I've ever
in the
actually
cookie world, a Fig
eaten
Newton is fruit and cake.
Ugh.
So
I don't know that I've ever actually had fruitcake before. I think
Yeah.
I've heard all of the rumors and the stories and the build up, so I've never tried it.
Real fruitcake is about as dense as titanium.
it is a very dense cake.
It's
thick.
dense.
So
It's
it's
heavy.
kind of like pound cake.
It doesn't taste as good as one would hope it would. And there's so many tastier things to have other than fruitcake.
Yes, but
and to be honest, I think they're difficult to make. They're not.
They're
they're not
super
easy
expensive
to make
usually, and
either.
they're not.
So for all that work for something to taste not that good, chocolate cake, baby.
I'm not trying to argue that it could stand up with chocolate cake, but I am saying that it deserves a place at the a seat at the
You
table.
people got to give chocolate a break. I mean, that's just it's overdone.
Oh, you shut
chocolate
your hole.
is in everything.
You shut your hole. That chocolate
is in everything. It's even in Taco Bell.
I would question there was a God if there wasn't chocolate. Like I'm certain there's a God because chocolate exists.
This is how I know he loves me.
I'm not saying not have chocolate at all. I'm saying it's overdone.
I agree that it's overdone. I'm more of a fruit fan. Like I enjoy fruity flavors.
Well, I know we already established.
I
that
like
earlier.
a cherry pie above a chocolate whatever.
All I'm saying is they're selling more
Peach
Cocoa
cobbler,
Pebbles than they are
a la
Fruit Loops.
mode. Peach cobbler's the way to go.
But Fruit Loops is full of sugar, though. I mean, there's like 100%.
There's nothing
sugar.
fruity about Fruit Loops.
No, it's all artificial.
Yeah, die number 5 or something.
Apple Jacks. You really think you're getting an apple in there?
Nope.
What kind of fruit is fruit?
It's like, do you like apple? I like Apple Jacks. Okay, well then that doesn't tell me anything. But
Fruit Loops are fruit like Groot is the tree.
Yeah.
They spell the same.
But yeah, I just don't get them. I mean, God bless people that love it. You want to do that? Knock yourself out. But don't make me want to be a part of that. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Okay, fair enough.
No fruit cake for Mike.
You want to stick your head in a toilet and flush it? Knock yourself out. I don't want to be
That's
a part of
that's what I will say. They're 17.
Well, we're back to the fruitcake again.
They're like $17 to $20 for a good quality fruitcake, but it's also going to last for 7 to 10 years.
Right, that's what I hear.
Torture and misery.
Exactly. You can pass these things on generation to generation. Like some people, like some women have the same gravy on the back of the stove.
You know what?
They've had cooking for years.
Save you $15. Just give me $15. I'll be much more happier with $15.
Right. Buy a big cherry pie or something.
I'll go buy 3 chocolate pies.
Here you go.
All right, it is 9:15. Of course, we're going to talk American Legion Post 61 eventually.
We get there someday.
Speaking of turkeys, they've been giving out quite a few.
Oh, yeah.
There's some amongst the group, and there's some they're giving away, too. So, hey, I'm part of that group.
Yeah, my sergeant
I'm
at
including
arms
myself.
is a real turkey.
Right, that's what I thought he was talking about.
Yeah, I'm more of a pig. But anyway.
Well, you're male. I keep telling everybody,
That's
you're
right.
male, you're a pig.
It's 9:15. Let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Low 70s for our afternoon high today, cloudy and windy with a cold front moving through our area. Isolated showers overnight will drop into the mid-30s to low 40s, gusty wind, and then for Thanksgiving Day, maybe a shower or two. Partly cloudy and our high in the mid-50s. We're back to sunshine on Friday and cool with our highs near 60. That's your latest forecast. This is meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. I think it was Steve. I wasn't paying attention. 55 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 40%. North winds at 5 miles per hour. Enjoy your 70 today because that's what they're expecting it. Partly cloudy, 70. West winds 5 to 15. Tonight, they're saying there's a chance. 20% chance of some rain showers after 11 p.m. tonight. Mostly cloudy with an overnight low of 34. North winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. For you Thanksgiving Day, cooler. Very cooler. Like about almost 20 degrees cooler than today. Sunny, partly cloudy. High of 53 tomorrow with winds out of the north, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night is going to be chilly. So if you're going to get up at dark 30 to do Black Friday shopping, bundle up because Thursday night overnight, our overnight low is 27 under mostly clear skies with west winds at around 5. Now, Black Friday during the day, it's going to warm up pretty nice. Sunny, 64, south winds 5 to 10, and then we're going to be in the 60s for the weekend as well. Saturday, sunny and 68, sunny on Sunday as well, highs around 63. All right, it is 17 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let's go ahead and pause for a commercial break, and then we'll talk with Jen and Lee in official capacity as representatives of American Legion Post 61 family. Don't go away.
We serve all New Mexico. If you think it's hard to take out a home loan, those rumors are wrong. It's not true. Contact Loan Officer Elliot Rodriguez, MLS number 41002 at CMG Financial, phone number 719-237-4680. At CMG Financial, we can help. Experience extraordinary with CMG Financial, every customer, every time, no exceptions, no excuses. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage Incorporated, MLS 1820. CMG Mortgage Incorporated is equal opportunity lender. To verify complete list of states licensed, visit www.mlsconsumersaccess.org.
Equal fair housing is the right for everyone to have access to all housing opportunities without discrimination based on race, religion, national origin, sex, color, familial status, or disability.
OMED Spa in Roswell is an oasis from the everyday, a relaxing place to escape, featuring the latest in skin and facial treatments, including hydrofacial, IV vitamin replacement therapy, massages, Botox, Dermafrac, and more, including the most advanced platelet-rich plasma treatment in the region. At OMED Spa, your health and wellness are a top priority and is adding new and exciting treatments every day. Find out more. Call OMED Spa to make an appointment today, 575-363-3687, or stop by the corner of Country Club in Washington and Roswell. OMED Spa, an oasis from the everyday.
One of the best parts of becoming a parent is watching your child hit milestones. But if your child isn't hitting those milestones, it could be because of a developmental delay. At Los Pasitos Early Intervention, we have the team, the tools, and the training to help parents recognize delays and provide resources. Through early intervention and in-home training, parents and children learn problem-solving skills and to use their own strengths to reach their goals. Talk to your child's pediatrician about early intervention with Los Pasitos, because early intervention can make a world of difference.
Gear up for Black Friday at LGS Guns & Ammo. Southeastern New Mexico's authority for guns and ammo is having a massive store-wide sale. Take 10% off the already low prices throughout the store and 15% off Liberty safes. Plus, get 1,000-round cases of 5.56 and 223, normally $700. Black Friday price at only $5.50 a case. And when you spend $200 or more, get a free stainless steel Sarge's Growler while they last. The Black Friday sale at LGS Guns & Ammo. Southeastern New Mexico's authority for guns and ammo in Hobbs or Roswell, and at LGSGuns.com.
Roll into winter at Big O Tires Black Friday sale. Shop jaw-dropping deals on tires, brakes, oil changes, and more from November 15th through the 29th. These deals are so big, we couldn't fit them into just one day or even an entire weekend. Buy 3 select in-stock Mesa tires at your neighborhood Big O Tires and get one free when you pay installation. That's right, buy 3 select Mesa brand tires and we'll give you 1 tire absolutely free when you pay installation. But hurry in, this deal won't last forever. Start your holiday shopping early at your local Big O and get your car winter ready. November 15th through the 29th. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation charges extra. Required on all 4 tires. Not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price not to exceed $35 where permitted. See store for details.
Get up to $4,000 overbook at Roswell Nissan. You heard that right. Up to $4,000 overbook for your trade. Trade values are setting records, so bring it in and upgrade. With $1 down, no payments till next year, and up to $4,000 for your trade, now is the time. Roswell Nissan has special programs available that can make it happen for you regardless of your situation. Get a free turkey with an appraisal and free AirPods with a qualified test drive. Up to $4,000 overbook. On now at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Turtles can breathe through their butts. We imagine you know some people who do that too, because that's where their heads reside. Here's Mike Winters.
I'm finding more and more people like that nowadays. Just saying.
Every day.
I had no idea that turtles did that. Wow, you learn something new every day.
It's hard to follow.
Didn't ask how they eat. But anyway.
How are we going to talk about American Legion after that?
Be prepared. Just like that. But good morning.
Good morning.
It is 22 minutes after 9 o'clock. And then Jen and Lee officially joining us here from American Legion Post 61 family. Commander Lee of the Legion and President of the Auxiliary Jen back with us. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Yeah, how's things going? I know we've been busy. I've been trying to keep up to date in the group text here, but it's been going kind of fast and furious, and I haven't been able to keep up on there. Lots been going on. And
well, and other than the last 15 minutes, everything's been fine.
Yeah, it's been really busy.
I'm good at adding a wrinkle, but
right after. Well, we never did talk about the parade because this is the first time that I've been here.
The parade was an awesome experience from our perspective, and I think everybody that came, we had a great turnout.
We had a wonderful turnout.
Yeah, from my perspective, more people turned out for this one than people did in years. And I rolled up Main Street myself, and there were people on both sides of the street, almost every.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Roswell, for turning out for your veterans.
And they waved. And
big thank you to everyone that came out. Thank you to American Legion Post 28 for working and partnering with us once again on this. And Special thank you to all of our volunteers, our scouts, our guest speaker, Mr. Swickard, everybody.
Oh, yeah, he did an awesome talk.
That came in and was a part of our Veterans Day. It was a complete success because of all of you.
Tom Blake,
once again, setting the tone.
Of course,
him and his musicians.
Mike Winter.
I had the easy job. I just sat there and looked pretty. But actually, that's really hard for me.
But yeah, it did turn out really well.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it was wonderful, and thank you to everyone that participated.
Oh, and the car show people.
The car show folks were
the
great.
alien guys,
motorcycle guys,
and
the veterans transport. I hope they got their folks and the vets in the. I know I made a couple announcements try to get their van loaded up for vets there. Hopefully they did get those.
I think so. I of course was in the front of the parade, so I didn't see half the people that were in it. But my understanding is we had a lot of participation.
We even had one of the bands from the high school.
Yeah.
I believe it was the
Roswell High Band.
That was wonderful.
And of course, NMMI had some of their groups out there.
Youth Challenge was able to make it out.
Oh, with the flag.
With the Garrison flag.
That is always impressive.
I love that. They really set the tone for our
They do. We appreciate their being there.
Be hard to top next year.
Yeah. Juliana Howerson shot some great video and pictures from the event. I've seen quite a bit of it online. Hopefully people got a chance
to see pictures in the paper and stuff, but not from her. I think from
I saw
one of the reporters.
She had that big giant selfie stick cam.
Yeah.
Oh, was that?
So she was doing So she was like with the Garrison flag and all that. She was like going over and going around some of the cadets, and it just looked really cool the way she had it. She's pretty good at that. That's what. That's her passion's photography and videoing and all that. So she did a great job watching some of she did a great job doing it. I just sat and watched it, but it was really cool. It was good.
Nice.
So,
Very nice.
So go dig online if you see, and you can see some of those if you missed those. But it was great. Big thank you to all that have done that. But that was a couple weeks ago. You guys have been busy since then. Gathering turkeys, had a guest in town.
Before we get to that, we should talk about Memory Lawn.
Memory Lawn Cemetery, a lot of progress has been made there.
We put up a brand new flagpole.
Awesome.
70-footer with an 18 by 25 Garrison flag on it.
Oh, wow.
We're redoing that center part.
Yeah.
I mean, Henry did a great job.
That's great.
Yeah, the new owner, Henry Mayhew, he put in a lot of money and effort on that. So big thank you to him.
28 and the VFW and a bunch of citizens were out there when we dedicated the pole.
Are there lights on that flagpole? Or are they going to put
There is at the top. There's
good deal. So it can be up there all the time.
There's a solar light right at the top.
Awesome.
Yep, it follows the flag. It's kind of cool to watch.
Yeah, actually it spins.
Yeah.
That's great. So it can be up there for all eternity.
Yep.
Till it needs to be replaced after weather does its thing to it at some point.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it lasts a little longer than
it's an all-weather flag, which, that's something.
Yeah, but those are $1,800 flags.
Yeah.
So they're
pricey.
They are pricey. But, that's one of those things. But if you're going to be a flag flyer and doing that, you got to do the etiquette. And that's
right.
And
to do it
Ralph
the right way.
Green, he repaired the gate so the gate could actually close now.
Okay.
And so now we're preparing to strip that
the
fence,
paint,
and we're going to paint it.
Oh, good. Okay.
That way
We're
it'll
talking about
last.
moving that Veterans Memorial closer to the flagpole, and I know that Henry is going to start. We're going to move the headstones, the gravestones, so we can do a bunch of grading and backfilling, and then we're going to put them back and straighten them out.
Gotcha.
And number them and make
so
sure people
that's
can
to
find them.
fix the graves that are sunken and things like that
Right,
to basically get all the filler in, but at the same time you don't want to destroy any of these headstones by accident doing that. So they're going to preserve those, move them, do what they got to do to the land, and then put them back as they were.
Henry will be here first week of December, and we'll be meeting with him, and we're going to line all that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. That'll be a job.
Then we went on to turkeys.
Yeah, we had the flagpole on. It was actually installed on Veterans Day.
On Veterans Day was the day it went in.
It was very cool.
Yeah, it finished late on the 11th, and then we dedicated it on Saturday morning.
So did y'all do the 22 push-ups after it was done there?
We did.
That's cool.
Actually, the video is on our website.
Awesome.
Yes. I did it girly style, but I did 22.
I did it up against the wall, but I did do all of them.
Nice. So. Congratulations. That's awesome.
And even Don Weld,
that man's
77 years old. He did all.
Well, that man ran a marathon on Veterans Day, by the way. That morning before he was helping doing the parade and everything, he was running the
He ran the 5K.
He ran the 5K before that.
Sean did too.
Yeah, and Sean did too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's those Marines, crazy
Marines.
Marines.
Like crazy.
Yeah, they're a little different.
Well, according to Sean, they both had crayons for breakfast. So, gotta go in
there. But yeah, it's awesome, and I'm glad to see. So I imagine if you're listening and you're part of the public, and you're thinking, oh, they're doing all this stuff at Memory Lawn, I want to accepting donations. If you'd like to help out, if you'd like to physically roll up your sleeves and get involved, they have. Scheduled work events that happen.
We need volunteers. We need money. We need all that stuff.
And like and people have done this. And you can, if you would like to make a donation, we can earmark it directly for Memory Lawn. You can, and like if you give the American Legion Post 61 check and you say, hey, this is for you guys.
We'll you write it in a little memo line. But what you want it to go towards, then it has to go to that.
Yep. And we've got separate funds for the Memory Lawn versus
we do.
The post funds and all that stuff. So
I probably would be remiss in not reminding everybody that we had a great bunch of people donate this year.
Awesome.
Everything from Artesia, we had CV,
Central Valley Electric,
CVE donated. We had Ballard, and
we had Reineke and Chimera.
Chimera stepped up to the plate this year.
Oh, good deal.
And they gave us about 5 times what they normally give us.
Thank you. That's awesome.
That was awesome. And I'm sure I missed it.
I think Southwest Printers did our
they did
posters.
All our posters.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, we still have some.
Yeah, we got. I keep them around for collectors' things.
Yeah.
I don't throw those away. I keep them. If you'd look in the other room, we really have a stack of posters for.
But Crumlin, of course, helped to refund our Norman E. Harpole scholarships too. They gave us another $1,000.
Awesome, thank you for that to the Crumlin Auto Group for allowing us to be the conduit to help some other kids in our communities.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
However, we do know that I'm probably going to combine that with the 500 that we still have left over, and create a 1,500 out of that one.
Okay.
Because we've got 4 $2,500 ones coming next year.
Good deal.
So
and inflation and all.
Yeah. That's we don't want to make that 500 look too puny.
Right? This day and age, that 500 gets you a gallon of milk.
Sometimes I'm beginning to wonder. Yeah.
Well, and the Murphy Oil, they gave us $100 worth of gas.
That's great.
Yep,
awesome.
They sure did.
Yeah, which is very valuable out there when you got a lot of weeding and grass cutting and power tools that
gonna
require
really use
gas.
it, I'm sure.
Yeah, because we don't exactly plug in somewhere.
Yeah, well, we're going to plug it into.
Yeah, but
that solar light that's lighting up the flagpole.
And we're going to be starting to work on, I'm not sure what the time frame is, but we're going to get the watering system going.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that's kind of been a sticky wicket because it's been there and fixed and replaced and then torn up and destroyed. It's one of those things that we got to get something in place, but at the same time, we got to find a way to protect it so vandals and things can't come in.
And stuff like
that. Unfortunately, plumbing is made of valuable metals and things that people like to steal and buy and steal it and sell it for drug money.
Thus,
and that's
fixing the fence is going to help some of that.
Yeah, that's the same problem we have in radio because there's a lot of copper and stuff in our tower wires and things, and
I
people
bet
steal that
heard
stuff.
Something about that where
some
overnight somebody stole all the copper out of something.
And some people are dumb enough and crazy enough to
gone.
climb towers and do it, and you're asking to get electrocuted doing some dumbness like that. But yeah, people do it. It's what happens.
And we donated a bunch of turkeys.
Yeah.
We drove around Monday and gave away a bunch of turkeys to Rivers of Life. We gave it to
the homeless shelter.
The homeless shelter up on, what was it? What's it called?
Rivers of Life's the one.
Right.
Well, that's one.
Yeah. And then we did the women's shelter over
the Roswell Refuge.
Right.
Roswell Refuge. Domestic violence shelter. Awesome.
Yeah, we tried to give some to the nuns, but we found out that they don't eat meat. So we kind of looked kind of silly when we were over
nuns
there.
don't eat meat in general, or those nuns?
Those nuns eat only fish.
fish. Yeah, they don't do poultry or beef or
so
pork.
we gave one to that private nursing home.
Yeah, the Beehive Homes.
Beehive.
Oh, yeah, Beehive. Okay.
They were
Yep.
real appreciative
Oh,
of that.
that's
Yeah,
nice.
they're very happy.
And then the community kitchen, gave
Mhm.
a couple to them.
Awesome. They can use every little bit.
And I'm not sure where Don put his. He gave him, I think, one of the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Boys and Girls Club,
Yeah,
doing their
I think so.
Thanksgiving thing. I think they had their last one yesterday. They did a Thanksgiving meals for everybody like these last 2 days leading up to
Yeah, I'm not sure
No, I
which
think
one.
he tried to do Boys and Girls Club, but the rest of the community had been very generous, so he had to give them somewhere else.
They were covered. Well, that's a
I
good
know
thing. That's good.
Lucrino
I'm glad to
delivered
hear.
like 150 turkeys somewhere. So it's
Right.
like, well, we won't be dropping it.
Right, and that's actually through Sean. That's where we got some of our turkeys too.
Okay,
Is
through,
from Luprino.
Luprino,
He
yeah.
gave us 8 of them, which was very kind of them.
Who'd have think the guys with all the cheese had a bunch of turkeys?
Right, I never would have guessed. I never would have guessed.
I wonder. We need to ask them. What's the rule? I know we talk about stuffing and dressing. What if we stuffed the turkey with cheese?
Oh boy, that'd be a mess.
Make it like a giant meat hot pocket where you just cut into it and this cheese goos right out.
Yeah, yeah.
In this day and age, we can make that happen. I feel
That's true.
They put cheese and crust pizzas. We can certainly put it in a turkey.
I suppose you'd have to like backfill it with stuffing so it doesn't ooze all
That
out. 'cause then-
mozzarella cheese they got. Oh man, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, I suppose.
Enrique, what is she selling me? She says Roswell Community Relief, Enrique Moreno.
Oh, the community
That's
disaster
where
relief.
Don took his turkeys.
Oh,
to
good.
them.
The community disaster relief. Yeah, another
Yes,
great organization.
that's what it was.
They just go where people need help. That's what they do. And whether it's weather related or something unnatural, they go to help people where people are needing help. That's what they do. So
Yep.
good deal. I'm glad that it sounds like everyone that got turkeys are definitely going to put them to good use here for
sure.
Thanksgiving.
We had a lot of art contest people come in, K through 2, and we had a bunch of elementary, middle school, and high school. We're still cataloging some of them, but we did display them down at
the mall.
At the mall
Yep.
for a week. We're allowed to do that for a week, and so we did
We had
that
the young
for a
man
week.
that submitted his essay, the winning essay for the Veterans Day.
Yeah, he read it online.
He was on air
8
with
o'clock
us.
hour, I think it was.
Yeah, go
on
back and
11.
check that out. He's a great young man. He was a bright young man.
Yeah, that was
and-
fun to listen to.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, he's I every time when I have days, then you see the news and you're just like, oh my goodness. And then I'll have a conversation with a young person like that, and then I start feeling a little better. I'm like, all right, maybe it's not doomed. There's some smart ones coming up here. Might help us
Yeah,
out.
I know the feeling. That's actually how I felt when we went around to the various Veterans Day celebrations at the schools. It's like, okay, there is hope yet for our society.
And our next big project right now is Wreaths Across America.
Yes.
And we need donations
Desperately.
for that.
For folks that aren't familiar, explain the Wreaths Across America program.
So Wreaths Across America it was started back in Maine by a gentleman that had his own business.
Okay.
He does wreaths and flowers and all that sort of stuff. And come around the holidays, he had a surplus of the live green wreaths.
Okay.
And because he had done stuff with his father as a boy, he wanted to go to Arlington and pay tribute to the veterans. So he
Okay.
took his extra wreaths. And then in about 2005 or so, things got really big and everybody wanted to participate. So he started the nonprofit, Wreaths Across America.
Okay.
And their mission is to honor, remember, and teach. So you honor the veterans, you remember them, and you teach the children why they're important and
cool.
patriotism.
So it's really a twofold or threefold, really,
Mhm.
of recognition and celebrating, and at the same time
Right.
preparing the future for the next generation of veterans.
Right, yeah. I know a lot of people probably just think Wreaths Across America is just, decorating graves, but it's not. It's to pay tribute to the veterans and their families and to remind the youth and teach them the importance of patriotism and veterans and
That's
all of
great.
that. So their mission actually goes hand in hand with the American Legion, which is
Sounds
why
like-
we decided to partner with them.
Makes sense, yeah.
So
it's
each wreath costs $15.
Okay.
Yes.
But there are 297 veterans at Memory Lawn, and then but we'll probably spread them around a little bit because I don't know if we're going to be able to get, that many this
Sure.
year. But any donations that could come in would be awesome.
Sure.
Put
it this way: as many wreaths we can buy, they're going to go on veterans' grave sites here in Roswell.
The best way to donate, if you want to donate to Wreaths Across America, is on my webpage, roswelllegion.org.
Okay.
If you scroll down to where the 4 pillars are, there's a donate button just on the left-hand side.
Okay.
Just any amount, it'd be fantastic.
Yeah, well, $15 is the cost of one wreath. So if you donate that's a whole wreath. That's one more wreath we can put to honor a family here. So,
but I know that Memory Lawn is buying $300 worth of wreaths, and Post 28's donating.
Okay, good.
A couple of our members.
Okay. So is 28 going to put some out at South Park? Is that their plan, or?
I don't know. They donated to our cause.
No, they're supporting us.
Oh, cool. That's very awesome. I appreciate it.
But I plan on putting a wreath down at Chavez County Lawn, and also probably a couple down at McBride or even South Park, depending upon how many we get.
Yeah, and if we got enough, maybe one at the Veterans here on the courthouse lawn, the Veterans Memorial there. Too.
Right, there too.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one at South Park.
No, McBride is a different one, but the Chavez County Courthouse lawn, where we had the parade.
Good news is we have more than one Veterans Memorial, so that's a good thing.
It's wonderful,
isn't it? It's good to see people do care about that, and they are here in existence. That's a good problem to have.
Yeah, our goal eventually in the years to come, because at South Park there's over 3,000 veterans, and dating way back. And then there's obviously a lot at McBride, and then roughly 300 at Memory Lawn. So hopefully one of these days we'll be able to cover all of them. But
that would be the goal.
That's our goal.
But this is year one for Roswell, so small bites.
Yeah. Well, it's not year one for Roswell.
It's not year one for the Roswell thing. Marianne Murphy was running it for a number of years.
Right. It's just
year one for American Legion.
Yeah, she decided
I'm the new area coordinator for this, and I'm just trying to try to make this one a big year.
Sure. Good deal. So if you're interested, again, roswelllegion.org is the website, and you'll see the link there below the pillars.
I think it's just above.
Just above it. But you'll see the link there.
It's a donate button.
For Wreaths Across America. You also find links to donate to the Post and Memory Lawn and everything else there, too. And, of course, you want to learn more about our scholarships we were talking about earlier. You'll find information about those. And, is that gone now?
It's not there right now, but it will be.
Okay.
I just found out through my wife last night that ENMUR had redone our scholarships, so I'm going to have to talk to them about that.
So some updates coming to that one.
Well, they got a date and everything, so I guess I'm going to have to scramble at this point. Yeah, so it's just above the 4 pillars to the left.
Okay. Yeah. But again, you go to roswellnmlegion.org. You'll find it all there. And explore around and see what else.
Roswell Legion.
Roswell Legion. I had the NM by accident.
Well, if you're going to go that way, you'd have to say nmlegionpost61.org. It's a whole lot easier just to remember roswelllegion.org.
Very good. And then if you remember none of that, just Google American Legion Post 61 or...
Yep, it actually comes up.
And you'll find it there, too.
It does.
And, of course, if you want to become a member, we are always looking for new folks to be part of our auxiliary, our Legionnaires, and our sons. As a Legionnaire, pretty much if you've served honorably since Pearl Harbor, you're eligible anytime after Pearl Harbor.
And for sons, even if you're, parents, grandparents served in World War I, it still works.
And auxiliary, if you're a spouse of, or
spouse of a veteran,
or like a daughter, or
you can do daughter, granddaughter, sister, mother, any of those. Work.
Now, a spouse can be a male.
Yes, they can.
So if your wife was the veteran, you, as the husband, are eligible to become part of the auxiliary.
We do have a gentleman that has joined our membership.
Yeah. Now, if you're a son of, then you will join the sons, not the auxiliary.
Right, yes.
So if your father was served in the military, you're eligible to be part of our Sons of America.
Yeah, sons, grandsons, and I believe, is it great-grandsons as well?
Yes, I would assume so.
Okay. So it goes pretty far down the tree there.
Yeah, our next meeting is
December
December 2nd, I believe.
December 2.
Yeah.
Which is the same day Henry's going to be here, but that'll be at night.
Right. Yeah. Our meetings are the first Thursdays of each month at 6 o'clock.
This particular meeting is everybody.
Okay,
So
it's a full
This is
joint
a full
meeting.
joint meeting, so we've got Legionnaires, Sons, and Auxiliary participating.
And it'll all be at 6
next month.
p.m. December 2nd. And it's at First United Methodist Church there on Pennsylvania. That's where we meet. Well, if you come by almost, not tomorrow, but pretty much every Thursday in the evening, the auxiliaries usually there working on craft projects and things.
Yeah, nobody's going to be there for Thanksgiving.
But tomorrow, no one will be there. But next Thursday, we'll have that'll be December 2nd. That'll be our first,
yes, sir.
Our final meeting of 2021, I guess, huh?
I guess it will, won't it?
Yeah.
Well, and our anniversary of our post is December 19th. So Wreaths Across America is on the 18th, and then our anniversary is on the 19th.
Thought we looked a little older.
Yeah, so that's actually probably good. We should tell them about when we're actually doing this Wreaths Across America thing. We're
December 18th.
December 18th
is a Saturday.
Okay.
Congress decides, I think it's every year, what Saturday in December that they're going to do Wreaths Across America. This year, it's the 18th.
Okay.
It happens at 10 a.m. Across America. Everybody's laying wreaths and saying the veteran's name on the gravestone to pay tribute. So even if you have allergies and can't do the wreath, come anyway, because we need everybody to recognize our veterans, and we need your help.
People to help locate them.
Yeah.
And we'll need help locating our veterans as well.
So reach out if you're interested.
Yeah, because until we redo the headstones, some of it is guesswork.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
We've been working on the middle section and a little bit on the original section. I guess we worked a little on A section too.
Yeah, we've been working on all of them.
Just a little bit, but we haven't been out there in a while trying to find the graves.
Mm-hmm.
But we will be out there soon again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Digging around on our little piece of ground.
But if you'd like to be a part or hearing this, want to donate $15 or $1 million or whatever you can afford.
15 million? That'd be fine.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I think it's only your family going to do that.
I don't know where we're going to get it from, but RoswellLegion.org has a website there.
Yes.
Is there anything we missed?
No, we're pretty much going to take, after the 19th, I think we're just going to take some time off. I don't believe we have anything other than meetings scheduled for the rest of December and January.
Mm-hmm.
But in February, we'll be having 4 chaplains.
Mm-hmm. That's a great
so that'll
ceremony.
That's going to be our next big thing. So
yeah, that's a good one. That's one of my favorite ceremonies.
Yeah, it's very moving.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
It's just it's a great story. I mean, it's a tragic story, but it's a great. It's full of just because it's a sad, but it's one of those things that like you after every time I hear the story, I always think back and like, would I have the courage to do what those guys did? I'd like to say I would, but I mean, until you're put in that scenario,
you never know.
You never know. But I always think back and I just like, could I do what those guys did? And I'd like to say I could, but. I mean, till I'm there.
Well, I mean, we did veterans in the classroom this year too, leading up to, like on Veterans Day, I was at Goddard.
Mm-hmm. That was fun.
And we actually were talking to sophomores, and it was slow at first, but then they started asking a bunch of questions. I brought my uniform down there and a picture of the plane that I was on, and boy, there were some kids down there, and they were just excited to learn about it. Other kids, not so much. But, and then we attended their pep rally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't been one of those in years.
I hadn't been hit with confetti so much in my whole life. Then the next day we went down to, was it Sierra Middle School? I think it was. And
Mountain View.
Oh, no, it was Mountain View.
Okay.
And Louis actually talked down there, and we learned.
Yeah,
that
he did a good job.
He learned. We learned that the human body has 209 bones, according to him.
Yep.
Minus one rib. Just kidding.
Yeah, but we gotta see the Goss rifle crew.
Yeah, they did that at Roswell High. We went to theirs too. That was pretty cool.
So
that's great.
I'm glad. A lot of that was good.
I love that part. That's the best part of Veterans Day is the raising awareness for our
I didn't get to go to NIMI for breakfast because I had to do. I had to make a choice, so I did vets in the classroom.
Yeah.
So I didn't think with my stomach this year.
Well, they had quite the turnout from what I heard, and everything went well there. So.
Good. I'm glad it did, because I know they didn't get to last year.
Then we went over to Roswell High School, and they did a big thing down there, too.
Awesome.
So that was good.
I miss them, too. I'm stuck here doing
you're stuck here. Next year, we'll take pictures for you.
There you go. There's some good fired by then.
I thought we took some pictures. And I've been putting pictures on our website.
Yeah, you can go check them out.
We posted pictures of the drive-through for the Halloween, and then some videos that Ralph had done.
Yeah.
In fact, Ralph just gave me another video, which I haven't posted yet, but he took his drone out there.
Oh, that was cool.
And did some flyovers
and
on
he
that?
flew over memory lawn, and he did one down in Dexter, too. I mean,
Just a different view of the... It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Put it to music and all that. It's pretty good. And then... Of course, his tribute to his son, and then I posted the White Star ceremony that we had. Most of it got recorded. Apparently, there was a video glitch, but it was done very well.
Yeah.
I mean, I really appreciate his videography
He's
skills.
Just hit the ground running since he's been doing stuff up there. Yeah, he's amazing.
It's been an amazing asset.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
And I'll see you guys. Well, I'm sure I'll talk to you before next week. But happy. Are you guys doing the turkey, the whole bit deal? Or traditional?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good deal.
Yeah, we invited one of the members over that doesn't
need a place to have.
Yeah, she doesn't have anyone here.
Oh, well, good. Now she does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on down and eat. And that's the best part, because she just has to sit there and throw food in her mouth and not do any clean up or prep or nothing.
Well, you got to put up with us. But,
well, yeah, there's that.
Well, it's just easy. Every time you got to say something you don't want to say, you just put priest turkey in your mouth.
See, he's got a solution for everything. I like it.
I'm used to saying things I shouldn't say. Guys, thank you very much. We'll see
Mike.
you next time. And
right.
happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Roswell.
9:50. Let's pause for some news. Hannity update. Quick break before we go.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. A Roswell man arrested late Thursday night and charged with the murder of another man in a shooting that happened in Thursday's early morning hours in the southern part of the city. The shooting took place in the 300 block of East Bonnie Street at a home where 44-year-old Tony Nacho Gonzalez was living. Gonzalez is charged with shooting 29-year-old Jose Diaz once in the stomach. Diaz had been at his girlfriend's house nearby when he walked to Gonzalez's house. The two men had also been together earlier that day. Authorities said the pilot who died in a small plane crash last week outside Carlsbad was a 27-year-old man from Texas. New Mexico State Police were quoted Monday by the Carlsbad Current-Argus saying that Michael Kozlovsky of Burnett, Texas, was the pilot of the Cessna that went down before noon Friday into a communications tower that then caught fire east of Carlsbad. First responders found Kozlovsky's body at the scene. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo reporting.
The truth and nothing but. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Even Janet Yellen is now flipping and flopping on inflation. That, remember, she was saying it's only transitory. That was, 6 months ago. Well, now Yellen has changed her tune. And she couldn't say on Sunday whether she was confident inflation would stabilize by next year's November midterms. It really depends on the pandemic. No, it doesn't depend on the pandemic. You want to fix the economy? I'll tell you how to do it. Go back to the Trump economic plan and stop spending more money than you have. Incentivize people to get back to work. The next best thing you can do is secure the border. And the next most important thing you can do is go back to Trump's policies of energy independence and drop the cost of oil dramatically.
Keeping you on the straight path. Later today, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
Black Friday starts right now at Blinds.com with up to 45% off site-wide, including doorbusters on premium brands. Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or you let them handle the measuring and installation, Blinds.com, they make it simple. Browse thousands of options online. You can speak to a Blinds.com professional design consultant for free. Go to Blinds.com, save up to 45% off everything, also free shipping, and their 100% satisfaction guarantee. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Hey parents, here's some good news for America's future.
Kids ages 5 to 11 are now eligible for a COVID vaccine. That means all those future CEOs and artists, world-class chefs and sports stars, the engineers and the innovators are eligible for a vaccine that can help protect their future. And it's specifically formulated just for them. Find vaccines near you at vaccines.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Low 70s for our afternoon high today, cloudy and windy with a cold front moving through our area. Isolated showers overnight will drop into the mid-30s to low 40s, gusty wind, and then for Thanksgiving Day, maybe a shower or two. Partly cloudy and our high in the mid-50s. We're back to sunshine on Friday and cool with our highs near 60. That's your latest forecast. This is meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
It's time for the Chavez County Sports Report. It was the lid lifter, the season opener last night for the Goddard Lady Rockets in girls basketball. Goddard took the trip to Anthony to take on Gadsden, and it was a tough ride home as Goddard lost that game 52-48, giving up the lead in the fourth quarter. The Lady Rockets will try to rebound at Clovis next Tuesday. Now, by that time, some other teams will have seen some action. In fact, this very same night, next Tuesday, Roswell will be taking on Santa Teresa for the Roswell girls season opener. And also the Roswell boys coming up this Friday will have, they are scheduled to play their season opener at Mayfield. That starts at 5 o'clock. The Goddard boys, that's a couple weeks away for their beginning game of the season. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Rich Thomason. The American economy continues to recover from the ravages of the pandemic, weekly unemployment applications plunging to their lowest level in more than 50 years.
Jobless claims dropped by 71,000 to 199,000, the lowest since mid-November of 1969. The drop was much bigger than economists expected. The 4-week average of claims also dropped by 21,000 to just over 252,000. It was the lowest since mid-March 2020 when the pandemic slammed the economy.
Correspondent Jeremy House. Consumer spending bounced back last month. It rose a solid 1.3%. The U.S. economy did grow in the third quarter, but at a disappointing 2.1% annual rate. The weak performance reflecting a big slowdown in consumer spending. With business, I'm Rich Thomason.
Make it a November to remember at Roswell Honda. They've knocked the absolute stuffing out of the prices across the lot, so you'll save a gravy boatload. Like a 2015 Nissan Rogue for just $209 a month, a 2012 Civic for just $164 a month, or a 2012 Dodge Caravan for just $109 a month. Get a free turkey and a 12-pack of Pepsi just for stopping by, a pumpkin pie with a qualified test drive, and a $25 Albertsons gift card with a purchase. And register to win a $400 Visa shopping spree. November to remember, on now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Mays Lumber has all the hard-to-find hardwood you've been looking for. Oak, cherry, walnut, poplar, and maple. Plus, hard-to-find exotic woods like purple heart, zebra wood, ambrosia maple, black limba, and bloodwood. Perfect for that one-of-a-kind gift piece or table. Get ready with Formica and Wilson Art countertops in 12-footer custom length with installation available. Make it happen at Mays Lumber, 115 South Virginia in Roswell, serving southeastern New Mexico and beyond since 1934.
Having trouble keeping up with the conversation? Here on Earth Hearing Center can help. Here on Earth is locally owned and operated and have been serving southeast New Mexico since 1955. Let their experience help you with a free hearing assessment. If you do need a hearing device, they will guide you through every step of the process. They accept all types of insurance, including Medicaid, and all of their devices are made right here in the USA. Call and schedule your appointment today, 575-622-0375, or come by 2800 North Main, Suite 2, across from Target in Roswell. Here on Earth Hearing Center, get back in the conversation.
This is Renee.
Happy to be here.
She's not some influencer. She's more of a groundbreaker, turning her 4-acre lot into a little slice of heaven behind the wheel of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Renee runs with us because the most important job is the next one.
That's all I got.
Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear Renee's story at Deere.com.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get him a shirt from Untuck It. Now you can get up to 50% off with the Black Friday sale happening right now at Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep them looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with our super soft flannels and wrinkle-free shirts, so don't miss it. Up to 50% off for a limited time only. Find the perfect gift for every guy in your list at untuckit.com or 80+ Untuck It stores. Untuck It. Shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Alaska is the only state name that can be typed on one row of keys. Go ahead and try typing the other 49 states. We'll wait. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is about time to wrap up today's show. If you missed any part, you can always go back KSVPTV.com into the Mornings with Mike Winters channel and find them there at your leisure. No show live in studio tomorrow or Friday. We'll be back in studio Monday morning with a new show for you. We'll have the best of Hugh Hewitt during our slot tomorrow and Friday. Have a wonderful, awesome, safe Thanksgiving weekend. May you enjoy lots of food, and may your football teams win, and be thankful for all the things you have in your lives here right now. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Talk Radio has landed on the all-new